Let's go.
It's good to see everybody after our break. Oh my goodness, and everybody was popping up in the Discord as well. So we got a shout out to Div Royalty, Zayden, Tovakin, Lysander, Irvin.
Nice.
Who else did we have?
Oh man,
that was
our
popping off,
Discord,
man.
So we got the Najwan,
Yeah.
we got Gaddafi, we got is Tovakin here? Tovakin's there.
Yes.
Bro, everyone and their mother woke up. We even had Doc who was on a long break in terms of wrestling.
Correct.
And she I think she got, you know what, all the alerts from Discord woke her up. She's like, Alama,
What's going on? Why is this
so
popping
noisy?
off, right?
Yeah.
And then she's all like, Mama Daniel, it's good to see you as well.
Yeah.
Yes, we decided because it was the season premiere, right?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
had to get together.
Of course.
You know?
And of course, it's CNY, bro. So, happy Chinese New Year.
Hey, bro.
Salam first.
I got ang pao for you, bro.
For me, ah?
Yes.
Wow.
Kongsi Fasai.
Because you married, then must give.
I'm married, you're not married.
I
See, because he come visit.
I got something to give you.
You got something to give me also.
Where is it? Where did I put it?
This one.
Hey, go see Bachai. Here you go. I owe you from the
Correct.
King
Last
to the God
season.
Awards.
There you go. Oh my
Yeah.
god, we say last season, but it was only like a month ago.
Yeah, it was 2 months ago. Bro, it's been 2 months since we last did the podcast. You guys miss us or not, bro?
I
Chat.
think, bro, Div Royalty, the OCD acting up.
Alamak,
can
cannot.
y'all swap
No.
seats?
Today we trading places. Hey.
Because you see the nameplates all wrong,
Yeah. Cannot. Because Mr. Yan needs to be on the left side, because got the controls.
Yeah.
Yeah, but his graphics he never do properly.
Because foreign is always right. Usually, like when we are not here or when we are not in the building together, right? Foreign is on the right hand side of your screen. You guys remember, right?
Yes, correct.
That's why when we did the graphics, I was like, okay, put foreign on the right, Mr. on the left. And I realized, alamak, like right before we came on, I said, swap ah.
Terbalik lah.
Alamak.
It's okay, but it's okay. No, I'll use this Ong Po money to help change the graphic. We ask the designer to change. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Wow, guys, it's been a minute.
Yes.
I know this is like the holiday season. I appreciate you as well taking your Sunday, your last day to technically do visiting, to come back on the podcast.
Well, I mean, to be fair, CNY is like multiple weeks long.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
technically, I have next week to do it as well.
Correct. Wait. This Najwa, I need to pick a bone with this guy. He's been asking me about my misai since that time, bro.
Misai is moustache.
My
is it?
moustache, bro. Bro, so he keep asking me why got no misai, bro. I keep telling him, bro, I did the Henry Cavill deal, bro.
Oh, CGI the
I
moustache.
had to CGI it off. So you guys don't like me without moustache. You don't like me clean shaver, is it? Is that what you're saying?
Bro, you know how much we spend on the CGI budget right now?
Yeah.
To get rid of the moustache?
Yeah,
right
man.
now, actually, he have one. No, you hear, if he touch, got moustache one. But right now, we got the state-of-the-art CGI. Tony can't pay for it.
No, we need to start off clean, fresh shaver, everyone look fresh. Halfway through the season, right, as the shit hits the fan, right,
Yeah.
in life, you see got haggard.
You know what that means, right? That's when you start watching AEW, then you start looking haggard. Oh my god, it's starting! Season 8!
Bro, no.
I thought we were supposed to be non-toxic in Season 8.
You're not supposed to be toxic, bro. I've historically been very balanced.
Okay, here's the thing. Excuse me, I've always maintained objectivity. I just
You gave yourself away, bro.
Wait.
Fucking give yourself away.
Here's the thing, bro.
Yeah.
I can promise you there will be no AEW toxicity from me this year.
Oh, why?
Because I'm not watching any AEW. I haven't watched, bro. There has been nothing that's been interesting from the AEW side that has got me like, okay, I better go and watch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With Cope coming back, even I was like, and talking about looking haggard. I know, we're talking about like 2 months ago shit, right? But talking about looking haggard, oh my god, this fella came back. I saw it on Instagram, I was like, how come he aged like 10 years?
Dear God. Okay, but I also made a promise this year, bro. I did a bit of crowdsourcing.
Yeah.
I did feedback sessions. I visited some of the like local wrestling shows in this
Sure.
past month.
Sure.
And I was asking everyone like, what do you guys want to see this year? How do you guys think that we all should improve the podcast this year? You know what they say?
What?
We need to avoid going on a tangent with regards to AEW. I think that's the thing that adds another 20 minutes of podcast. So we get it out of the way for like the first 2 minutes.
Okay.
And then we move on,
I mean, look, at the end of the day, right, we want wrestling to flourish, and
Yes.
it absolutely is. You know what I did that I think you might be shocked as well?
What?
I watched TNA Genesis.
Wow.
Bro, TNA more happening than AEW at this point.
TNA has been doing some great stuff, man. And like, the new partnership with TNA,
Yes.
WWE.
Yes.
I can't wait for all those crossovers as well. And we're going to talk about TNA champion, that appeared today as well on the PLE. So like, it's great to have a lot of alternatives.
Bro, we cannot say his name.
Oh yeah.
If we say his name, he might appear behind us.
Appear, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
you know.
that's true. Chelsea.
Oh yes, Chelsea's in the room as well. She's just kind of roaming around.
roaming.
But yes, once again, everybody, it is so good to be back. Thank you. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we are going to talk about the Royal Rumble today.
Yeah, for sure. But can clear some housekeepings out of the way. Of course, if you want to put up the magazine again, this time 2 months ago, we actually had our Kick to the Gut Awards, where we announced the first ever Singapore top wrestler for 2024, which is of course the Butcher Man. You wanna show a bit of like the last page? Yeah. So again, for those who attended the event, this was the magazine that we actually produced. So if you guys love your PWIs, this is still available. If you guys join us on Patreon, you guys can purchase it, whether it's a digital copy or a physical copy. I will grab deliver, or I will personally deliver, depending on what kind of services you want from us.
What kind of services?
Yes, correct. But
depending on what tier Patreon you are, you might get different services.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, but I encourage you guys to also join us on our Patreon this season, because we are gonna bring it back. We're gonna run it back.
There it is.
We love the feedback you guys have given us for the Singapore Wrestler Top 20, and this year we are gonna do it all over again, bro. So while the evaluation period starts today, officially like February 1st, right? I am still gonna count all the reviews that our patrons, shout out to Dave, shout out to Prabhu, they did the ratings for the last month's. Because all the local promotions all never wait for us. They all started their shows in January already.
We're not that important, please. Y'all go ahead and do your shows,
do
man.
your thing.
Come on.
Yeah, but because of that, like we've already had 3 shows from our local promotion, SPW, Grapple Max, Ring of Reward, all had their first shows of 2025.
Yep.
And we had a couple of our patrons, people who actually went and attended the show, give their ratings as well. So we're gonna count all of that into the ratings for this year. But officially, the activity period starts now.
Let's go. So this is deliver during the next live show. If you purchase, you order one, we see you at the next live show, we can pass it to you also.
Alright. So yeah, guys, so please consider joining us on Patreon for all that, and also even more potential merch in the future, bro. Now we got all the nice graphic, must update the merch. Cannot be purple anymore, bro.
Why?
Netflix inspired, bro.
Oh yeah, that's right. We are in the Netflix era.
Red ready, bro. Red ready. Yeah. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, please join us on Patreon for all the perks that's gonna come your way soon, right?
Absolutely. Okay, let's get down to business. We're talking about the Royal Rumble, and what an incredible Rumble. The press conference, I think, just finished.
Okay.
I was watching a little bit of it as well. I actually woke up late. You know it starts at 7 a.m. our time, right? I woke up at 8:30. I forgot to switch on my alarm. I was like, oh shit. That's why I was quiet in the Discord. If you're wondering, hey, where Mr. Young? How come he only showed up during the men's Rumble? That's because I was like, I didn't want to go back and watch. I didn't want spoilers. So I didn't go to Discord. B, I started right at the start. I skipped all the promo packages. So
basically you GTS,
and
you woke up from your go to sleep.
Correct. I actually sold the GTS.
Okay, for 8 hours.
Yeah, for
yeah. No, I first of all, can we pay some shout outs and respects to all of you crazy people?
Yeah.
Some of you didn't even sleep. Some of you stay up the whole night.
Siao.
Some people wake up at 6 a.m. Just to watch the pre-show. You guys are crazy, or you guys have no life, either or.
Hey, don't. Fans.
Respect.
Proper fans.
Respect. I think Fias also went to the gym first, bro. He still got time to go gym, then what the hell are we doing in our lives?
I know, right? Okay, do 10 push-up right now.
Later.
Later, huh? Okay, so here we go. Let's talk about the Women's Royal Rumble to kick things off. I think that one was very expected. The order of the matches were very expected.
Yeah, I feel like, okay, we definitely know that women's was going to come out first, right?
Yeah.
They always have to spread out the rumbles, right? But the thing about the women's going into the match, right? What was your hype level for it?
I say it was at 60%. And I said it in my predictions video as well. To me, it was not as compelling as the men's Rumble. Purely because of the storylines going in. And purely because I don't think that they've done that big or great a job in creating your main event stars. This roster, actually, the funny thing is, that's what I thought going in. But after watching the Rumble, I was like, actually, that roster is quite stacked.
No, that's a crazy thing, right? There wasn't even a lot of NXT representatives. There was like a few. A few cool names that came out. But like generally, like the strength of the roster is so good that they didn't need to rely on a lot of legends.
I think you know what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, they had one legend though.
Yeah, they did.
No, 2 legends. Trish Stratus and Lash Legend.
Hey, shitting.
Well, it's not my style, but
Not your style, okay.
like Lash Legend, I don't get the hype behind Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson.
Right.
Like the other one,
Jada Parker.
I think she's got it, but Lash not so much. Anyway, just going back to that division right now. I think what they were lacking was what they finally injected in Charlotte Flair. They needed a main event established star. Right now they're kind of like the champs. Rhea, she's injured again. Is it, or she like just waiting in the wings?
No, I mean she is the champion now.
Yeah.
So she didn't have to appear.
Yeah, and she just came out of a super long feud with Liv as well. So she's just kind of like, okay, she doesn't have anybody to face.
That's true.
That would be a compelling story because it would be something new. So this feels more like a setup. Like this Rumble feels like a setup to WrestleMania as opposed to continuing an existing storyline.
Okay, I tell you what I like about the Rumble generally this year, right? Maybe this could be a spoiler, but I feel like when I was younger, right? Like growing up, right? Traditionally, the Royal Rumble is always the time when you establish a new main eventer.
Yes.
Or like you can see, okay, the company this year they're gonna decide to go behind this guy, gonna try to push into WrestleMania, right? We've seen it with like John Cena, Batista back in the day. We've seen it with Chris Benoit, and he's been a mid-carder for his entire life, and then that 1 year, okay, it's time to push him up to the main event, right? So maybe this is kind of a return to that tradition, that roots.
That formula.
Yeah, maybe I'm not talking about the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble, but what I'm saying is I think maybe they decided, okay, let's try to build as much stars or create new stars or give new stars more opportunities in the Rumble, and I appreciated that.
Yeah, I think it's what they needed to do. And here's the thing. I noticed that the Women's Rumble had a very standard formula. I think 90% of the entrants did exactly this. They came in and they showed out.
Yeah.
And then, after that, because it filled up, the ring filled up quite substantially this year. There was no moment where somebody was ultra dominant. There were one or two, but for the most part, it just kept filling up.
Towards the end, right? Div brought up a great point, right? Rhea just had a match against Nia Jax last week. So so do you realize people like Tiffany Stratton, Rhea Ripley, they didn't appear here?
Yeah.
Maybe because like they gave them the shine elsewhere in other shows.
Okay, I know it's Tiffy time. I know we all love Tiffy, but so far I feel like her title reign has been kind of meh.
Okay.
And that's my whole thing with this Rumble, right?
It's been a month only, bro.
Yeah, I know. But I don't know, like that her whole program with Nia Jax just kind of made me feel a bit like get cold on her a bit.
Yeah. Well, the thing about Rhea is like she just went through a very long rivalry with Liv Morgan, right?
Yes.
So like coming out of it, like this is a fresh start. They need new stars or new competitors to establish. So of course they needed the Rumble.
Yeah.
So that's why I think the Rumble felt unpredictable this year because there's no clear front runner except that one lady lah. That one lady, the promo I think kind of like spoiled it lah for weeks and weeks.
Well, that's the difference between the men's and the women's Rumble. I feel no clear front runner for the women because they don't have that top tier main event star.
Correct.
Whereas for the men, it's the opposite reason. Too many top tier main event stars.
Then
Right?
that's like I think you cannot tell who's the
Correct.
winner, right?
So that's why the women's Rumble was not as compelling to me. Because of that very fact lah. That's like okay, like I don't see anybody actually at that level.
And let's talk about her, right? Let's talk about Charlotte Flair, right? She kind of had the same treatment that Cody Rhodes got. Remember Cody Rhodes had the injury, and then they announced beforehand that he's gonna come back for the Rumble. It almost kind of spoiled the Rumble for us. And like, I didn't mind Charlotte Flair coming back and also potentially winning the Rumble. I think it made a lot of sense, right? They needed they inject a new main eventer or bring her back. They can tell that story of her coming back to form. But I just felt like they need more like supporting players, like more supporting storylines going into the Rumble, so that feasibly, realistically, like okay, I wanted the EO and Bailey potential run all the way to the end, or I wanted maybe Nia Jax being dominant. I mean, she was dominant to a certain extent, but what I'm saying is like I felt like there was no B storyline in that Rumble.
Correct.
Right?
I mean, there were some like Ivy Nile and Maxine Dupree. By the way, Maxine Dupree, one of the biggest pops of the night. She's getting ultra over just by being her
just being the underdog. I love her appearance there.
You know what she is? She's Stacy Keibler.
Yeah,
She's this era Stacy Keibler.
I like that.
You're not gonna watch her for her match prowess or her in-ring skills, and obviously she's not bad to look at, right? Yeah, but I think she has that like eagerness that I'm willing to try vibe about her.
What I like about her is this sincerity.
Sincerity, yes, that's
like
a great
she's
word.
trying her best to she knows she's not like physically or technically the best wrestler there, right? But she knows she has a place to give.
So just like like I said earlier, I feel like everybody got a bit of shine when they first come in. They get their offense in. It's like okay, everybody gives everybody a moment to showcase themselves.
Yeah.
However, I will say one thing.
What?
Zoe Stark, stop doing top rope moves. Stop doing springboard moves, for crying out loud.
Scary, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Like, okay. Like, once, it's fine. It happens.
Yeah.
Like, no, this is 3-4 times at a main, like, pay-per-view PLE
Yeah.
event that she's botched that springboard. Please don't do it anymore.
Yeah. They had a stretch in the Rumble where they had like, the PFC running rough shot.
Yeah.
But like it's like you're asking, I don't know, like the PMS or like right to censor to run rough shot. Like it's like no one cares, right?
Yeah.
And it's kind of sad because it's Shayna Baszler. You know, she's pretty badass. Can I tell you who are my MVPs of the Rumble?
Who?
Okay.
Who?
I think one of you guys called it out. Roxanne.
Yes.
Roxanne started off, did really really well.
I think there was a call to make her look good because she's probably getting the main event. I mean, the main roster call up soon.
Yeah, because she just recently dropped her title, right?
Yeah.
But speaking of Roxanne, Muhammad Daniel, my thoughts exactly. Why wasn't Cora Jade inside this?
She's busy excursioning to TNA lah. You know, she just showed up at TNA for a bit.
She in where?
She-
Genesis or just
No,
one of
just
the
like
shows?
yeah, around the like she is
Impact,
challenging who already? Slamovich.
Oh, Masha Slamovich for the
Yeah.
title. Damn, girl.
So something like that. So yeah.
No,
That's where she
I
is.
just felt like Roxanne and Cora together would have been a really cool storyline track.
Yeah.
I mean, now they're both heels.
Yeah.
Somebody else I really really love. Bro, Chelsea Green. Bro.
Chelsea was
Green.
getting cheers.
Bro, she is my MVP. She's low key. Okay, tell me if you guys agree. Chelsea Green is like one of the MVPs of the women's division right now.
Yes.
Underrated one thing, right? But man, like, yeah, great.
Looking at the roster during the Rumble,
Yeah.
did it kind of justify to you the existence of the women's US and IC title?
Yeah, I would
Because
say so.
I think that, I mean, even we were a bit like when those two titles were announced, like the roster deep enough, man.
Yeah.
I think watching the Rumble, I was like, okay, actually, yeah, you need that mid-tier title.
Yeah, and now you got the TNA connection, right?
Yeah.
Anyone can come in, and then I mean Jordan Grace.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I made a wild prediction
What was
about
it?
Jordan Grace winning.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The women's Rumble, right?
Oh yeah, I saw your predictions video. Yeah.
And man, I was so wrong on that because it was a wild swing. And B,
Yeah.
I don't think they like. Okay, not saying they didn't want her to shine, but she barely had any standout moments. Not like the first time. The first time she did.
No, but the thing is, there's no even established direction for her yet.
Yeah,
we don't
true.
know whether she signed for NXT, Raw, or
Yeah,
SmackDown, right?
yeah.
We only know she just signed for WWE. So maybe this is just the start of a story.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so while Jordan Grace, congratulations to her, she's officially part of the WWE roster. A lot of potential.
Oh,
You
yeah.
did see that she got knocked out, was it, by one of the NXT superstars as well? So I think that might be a spot on her in NXT, right?
Yep.
Can we also talk about the returns, the surprises?
Okay.
My girl or your girl as well. I guess both of our girls.
Wow. Okay. Were you a bit disappointed that she essentially didn't do anything new? Because it. Okay. Don't get me wrong. I love seeing Alexa Bliss back.
Of course, the
obviously,
goddess.
right?
The goddess,
right?
bro.
But like her coming back, she's not really the goddess. She's kind of like an amalgamation now of goddess slash the fiend Alexa.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
there was nothing new. It's like it's
Maybe because we haven't seen her for so long, we just wanted to see all like the familiar tropes, right?
maybe.
of her. And of course, she did a really beautiful, like, you know, Bray Wyatt tribute with
Yep.
the jacket.
Fiend forever.
And they had like her pattern,
Yeah.
right? So like that was cool. Yeah, it's just nice seeing her back, and bro, like motherhood, and she looks amazing.
She
bro.
looks amazing. Did you notice
yeah.
one thing I have to credit either Triple H in their ear or the commentators, right?
Yeah.
They kept quiet during the returns. You notice? They waited for the crowd to pop high. And I think Alexa Bliss actually got the loudest pop because she was the first surprise return.
Yeah, you know, she actually got the loudest
Loudest.
pop
Yep.
for the women's.
Yep.
For sure. Like, I'm thinking back, right? I don't think even like the return of Trish Stratus, it was of course a great moment, or even the last entrant.
Yeah.
Like that got more of like, okay. but like Alexa Bliss, I think genuinely the WWE universe missed her.
Yes.
And I saw something on the thread, like on X, they were saying like, I think this proves that Alexa Bliss is perpetually over.
She is.
She's a made woman. Like you can take 1 year, 2 years out. She cannot do any storyline. Just her appearing
Yep.
in a wrestling WWE setting she's super over.
So I thought it was very funny that the commentators even brought this up, right? They swung the dirt sheets because there was and I saw the articles about how Alexa Bliss is not going to be in the Rumble because she has problems with the WWE.
Contract was far away.
Yeah, or some bullshit like that, right? I saw it, and then the freaking was it Wade or Cole through shots. It's like see like you're gonna read dirt sheets
He's already the
I love that. I was like,
I love it. And then the funny thing is, right, the thing about dirt sheets is like you can report something. It can even be not confirmed, can be a half truth, can even be a lie. But if it's like reported somehow, it becomes a conversation.
Yeah.
So
you talking about certain Uncle Meltzer, Uncle Dave?
I'm just talking about generally, man. I am from a journalism background, right?
Sure.
So you always need to cite your sources.
Yeah.
So when they always
sources is my guy in the locker room.
Exactly.
The janitor in the locker room.
Yeah, like my sources in the WWE locker room. Then who's your sources? The caterer?
Yeah,
you know
what?
I hear from a friend. You know the Ant-Man scene where like the Mexican guy.
Yeah.
So like I don't know, man. It was hilarious, and I think it shows like now WWE has this ability to do 4D chess.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
You can tell a story like from the screen to like casuals. Like okay, this is the A storyline, and then there's the breaking the fourth wall. Right.
So okay. I know we shouldn't go on a tangent, but this is kind of what AEW tried to do, but they lean way too hard into playing that game until their main product cannot make it.
Bro, Lysander plays and Tobaki has the perfect
Trust me, bro.
sources.
Trust me, bro.
Trust me, bro. What's your evidence, bro?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Stephanie Becker showing up as well.
Stephanie
How
Becker.
good did she look?
Can you know what's crazy? This time a year ago, nobody heard of Stephanie Becker, right?
Yeah.
Can we give Mercedes Moné credit then? Like, wait, hear me out. The first time I ever heard of Stephanie Becker was
that
Forbidden
match?
Door, right?
Yeah.
Oh, she's gonna have this match with Stephanie Becker. I'm like, who's ya? And then we all sat down, we actually watched the match.
Yeah.
And then everyone started cheering for Stephanie Becker over Mercedes Moné because she actually came across really, really well. And then she did the best Uno reverse. By after 3 weeks later, she go WWE. So she used AEW for the glazing.
Yeah.
And then ciao. So and then I'm like, and then ever since she walked in, right? Bro, I have a new favorite Stephanie already, bro.
Becker, really?
First side Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie Becker. Oh, that Latina, bro.
Hey, Nashman, don't worry. We kept our tangent to a very short, like 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Okay.
Let's slide back into the Royal Rumble. Okay.
Julia, should she have been in the Rumble? Because, okay.
I get it. I get what you mean.
Yeah, right? Like, as the NXT champion, should she have been there? Because I feel like she didn't show out at all. Nothing she did in the Rumble made me go, oh my god, now I want to watch NXT.
Would you say that their appearance affected your mystique or ruined your mystique?
Yes. And also, I have to say this. I apologize. Actually, no, I don't. I apologize for being truthful. You saw that moment where they had Io and Julia go up against each other.
Yeah.
And I know for the Japanese viewer, like, were they in Stardom together? Or
they pass each other.
They pass each other.
Previous generation, separate generation.
I swear they did like this Japanese, was it Joshi style? Whatever style that, they do a lot there. And we see in AEW all the time, right? They did that sequence for like a hot minute in the Rumble and the crowd went dead.
Wrong audience.
Yeah, it was the absolute wrong. I was like, wow.
If this was in Korakuen Hall or in Japan, Tokyo Dome, or people would probably be like,
Like or AEW audience. Actually, no, AEW doesn't have an audience. Pull back.
Pascal said a good point. Julia 100% should be in, but the lack of pop was kind of surprising. This goes to show that NXT, while great, it's still a fringe, right? It's not main event. Like there's still levels to.
How do I say this without offending people?
Then just don't say it.
Oh.
No, just tell me how you really feel, Mr. Young. Why?
I feel at this point the Julia hype has completely died.
Really?
To me. Just seeing her in the ring, seeing her cut promos, seeing her interact with Bayley recently. She suffers from that same problem that Io, Asuka, and all the Japanese wrestlers have. They cannot act for shit.
I see.
For whatever reason, I don't know. Like I think what it is a cultural difference in the way they present themselves in the ring. And because I grew up on North American wrestling, I cannot quote unquote appreciate it, right?
But she's half Italian, so it's got to be a bit of that West.
Yeah, like That's not the point. Even if she full Italian, she was born in Japan. She
Okay,
trained. She
fine,
speaks
fine,
Japanese. So she's
So maybe we agree that there are some cultural differences. Like we are,
Yeah.
sometimes you're so trained in one way of like entertainment.
Correct.
It's very hard for you to like kind of,
translate.
yeah, but you can still appreciate
Oh,
what she does,
sure.
right? Because every time I do Google search on Julia, my hype is still there.
Because of her face.
Bro, arrivederci.
Arrivederci,
I love it. Okay.
Yeah, like so I was actually a bit disappointed because I think that the crowd was getting behind Io Sky. I think they've done her well to a point where okay, people will cheer Io Sky, but Julia was flat.
Yeah, okay. The thing is, Io Sky was actually my heart's favorite.
Yeah, of course it was.
No, as in
Which other body part favorite, bro? Tell me.
No, like literally, if you saw my prediction video, I said my heart says Io Sky should win it because I just thought that after her performances in War Games,
What type of Google search?
bro, Google search lah, Wikipedia, oh my god, talking. Okay, anyway, no, so like the thing about
Do you have safe search on?
Guys. Ramadan one more month away. Okay? Let's keep it PG. Okay, wait. So Io Sky, I think generally I just felt that she had a run with the title, but it wasn't really truly appreciated. She dropped it to Bailey, but she still remained really, really relevant. She's at that stage where she's perpetually over.
Correct.
I think that she needed like a Royal Rumble win to establish her as like a permanent main eventer. Of course, we know all her like limitations, whether it's like her promo skills, blah blah blah. I get it, right? But there's the story there. I wish they had that story of Bailey and Io Sky running throughout the Rumble. It was just only mere moments where they face off.
I think because that storyline, the whole damage control storyline, kind of people got sick of it after a while. It went on way too long. People got sick of it. I think they're like, probably let's not retread it because it was quite recent.
Yeah, it was too early. What do you think about Bailey's hype from this time last year to compared to now?
Hype? What do you mean?
She had much momentum from the damage control storyline, right?
Yeah, and then we all know this year Bailey has been kind of cold.
Yeah.
That goes back to my point of there is not that one main event star pulling everybody together and building each other,
You know what they're missing? They're missing a workhorse. And I don't mean Natalia. I mean like you see, like when I say workhorse means a workhorse champion.
I disagree. I think they're missing a star champion. Like, you know how, okay, remember on the men's side, just a couple of years ago, you just had Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
And the rest were kind of not really
around
there.
her.
Now, then Roman Reigns pulled everybody into his gravity, and then suddenly Sami Zayn became over, Jey Uso became over, Drew became over because of that one star.
Isn't Rhea supposed to be that star then?
Yeah, but she was in that one feud, very focused feud with Liv Morgan forever.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe is Charlotte Flair gonna be that woman?
I think that's what they're banking on. That Charlotte Flair has to be that linchpin. Linchpin!
Hey!
I didn't plan that.
Okay.
I can drop bars too. She can be that linchpin where, okay, now who's she going to... we'll get to her in a bit. We're jumping the gun.
Yeah. But speaking of linchpin, bro, like, were you disappointed at number 30? Man, the one that came out is...
You can look, but you can't touch. I don't know.
Bro, Nikki Bella, your girl, your total diva.
Wait, hang on. What?
Hey.
My she's never been my girl.
Who was your girl in Total Divas? Who did you watch it for then?
I can't really remember. Oh no, that one season I really liked was oh my god, Corey Gray's wife.
Carmella.
Carmella.
Oh, Carmella was your girl.
Yeah,
Okay.
And they had all the story. Anyway,
Okay, can.
because when it was Total Bellas, it was actually quite vapid.
Oh yeah. That just goes to show her character. But stop it, you guys all on the thread saying that she come back because now John Cena's last year. She wants to try her chance again. Stop it, you guys.
It's not just the John Cena retirement tour, it's the love story that we've all been, the unrequited love. Can you imagine they get back together?
Okay, stop it.
They pass by each other in the hallway locker room.
She's happily married.
Bro, is he?
John Cena is married, bro.
Wait, John Cena is married. How do I not know this?
What the hell? She's been married since 2019 or
So I
something.
can't imagine, like, what did his wife say?
And the wife is like same looks as Nikki Bella, like very
Wow,
brunette.
Some people got a type lah.
Clearly lah.
How about I need to Google this?
Okay, while you Google, okay, what do you guys think, guys? Like, do you feel like Nikki Bella's spot in the Rumble was warranted? Like, do you feel like, yeah, it's a legend's return? Okay, so far we have no news of like whether she's coming back full time or is it just like a random run? But were you guys genuinely happy to see Nikki Bella back? Yeah, I'm curious to know what you guys think on the chat.
Look, at the end of the day, right? She's still a name. She's still a legendary name. And who else could have filled that spot?
Becky Lynch.
Okay, maybe Becky Lynch is not ready to come back.
Yeah, probably. Probably she's enjoying. I know she's doing a lot of filming and a lot of like acting gigs. But you know one other person that I wish and everybody and their mother wish that
Bro,
she's joined
same.
or returned.
Same.
You wanna say it?
Yeah.
Okay,
1, 2, 3. AJ Lee. Yeah, I think
Light it up.
I think everybody was waiting for that.
You know what? I blame CM Punk.
Why?
He spoiled it. He made us believe, because do you see the video that Jackie Redmond did?
Yes, he teased it.
Yeah, he was like, oops, am I supposed to say that? I'm like, bro, if it's not your girl, why you say that?
You know that CM Punk is a master manipulator. He is so good.
He tugged at my heartstrings, bro. He tugged it
Yeah.
out,
But no, there's no.
yeah, bro, come
No
on.
AJ Lee
Okay,
for
but
you.
do you feel AJ Lee will definitely return to WWE eventually?
Even okay, maybe not as a wrestler. I feel like she might just be at the Hall of Fame sitting next to CM Punk. That type of return, you know what I
Okay,
mean?
fine.
Yeah.
But don't you want to see AJ Lee and Roxanne?
Yes.
AJ Lee and Cora Jade.
AJ Lee could come into NXT and elevate so many people.
Imagine if she actually take over the Rock's daughter's role.
Okay. Quick tangent here, but I am starting to, because I watch NXT on and off. Like if I have a bit of time and nothing to do, I mean, okay, fine, let's see what's going on in NXT.
Yeah.
She has improved greatly.
Okay.
And I have to give her props.
Okay.
She reminds me, remember when Trish first started as a wrestler and she was a fitness model?
Yeah.
They just hire her because, boom,
Yeah.
look like Pamela Anderson in a prime type of person. But then she slowly started to win people over because of the
her
effort she put in.
skills, yeah.
She started, to get better in the ring.
Yeah.
I feel like Ava has gotten better on the mic. She's still like, okay, she's not on the level of her dad, obviously. But then again, her dad also on like some other thing right now. We all remember him showing up on NXT with no prepared statements.
Yes, agree.
Oh my god, I really wanted to talk about that.
Yeah, I know we were on a break when the Netflix premiere happened and NXT happened, but
Okay, so the Netflix premiere, The Rock definitely had prepared material.
correct.
So he was fine. But the NXT where The Rock showed up, I don't know if he was drunk,
He was
high,
drunk. He was drunk.
or whatever. He literally went out there and just said bad four-letter words a few times for fun.
Yeah, he was weird. But then I think when I saw Cornette's review on that segment, he was saying like, even the best miss sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
Even the
Yeah.
goats sometimes
That's true.
can have an off day.
No, but to me, there's no excuse in not preparing.
Yeah.
Doesn't he have a Brian Goetz?
Yeah, I mean, okay, I'm gonna save my rock discussions for the men's rumble because
Sure.
it has implications there.
Yeah.
Or maybe even when we talk about Cody versus KO.
Yeah.
But Dave Royalty say got slight improvement, very, very, very slight improvement for Eva.
No, not very, very, very
you
slight.
can't damn rabak,
It's very slight. I take away too very, okay? I give her more credit.
No, okay, maybe she's like Tiffany, like not Tiffany Stratton, but remember Tiffany from ECW?
Oh.
This is a deep cut.
Phew, he is a
Deep cut. It's like they hire her for ECW manager, then after that, that's it lah. Then she
Yeah
just
lah.
gone. Yeah, like I don't know.
But she will never be fired lah, because, final boss things. Anyway, okay.
Yeah. Okay, but let's put a bow on the women's Royal Rumble, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so now we have Charlotte Flair winning. Final two was Charlotte Flair and see now my head just went.
Final two. Okay, I wrote it down.
Went numb.
And Roxanne. Okay, so that's a big push for Roxanne.
Correct. So it's Roxanne lasted all the way until. Remember who was the third person, right?
It was Naya, was it?
Yes, it was
Yeah,
Naya. So Naya, when she came in, she started to destroying half the field, right? I actually low-key was like, hey shit, I want Naya to win now.
Yeah.
But what a turnaround from this time last year. Remember when she was number 30?
And everyone like,
yeah, and
grown.
then like our favorite joke on the
yeah, he's, he crashed out, bro. He crashed out.
Crash, like went crazy. Like, fuck this rumble. Like, But can I say, right, seeing her live, you know, I was at Elimination Chamber in Perth last year, seeing her in the main event, seeing her performance this entire year, bro, I'm actually growing on her, bro.
She's growing on you. You are not growing on her. I know you want to grow on her,
Bro,
but
I'm a growth on her.
she's a grower, not a shower.
She has grown on me, bro. I would even dare say, right, I like her theme song better now, bro. Even her new theme song even better, bro. Like,
Her theme song made you
there's
grow.
only one a man.
Where's the hand lotion? We need the hand lotion for this growing, bro.
Not most girls.
Most
girls.
Look, she's always been that monster heel that every division needs.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
Eh,
Okay, you know how I know she's causing an impact, bro. I remember I put on Raw. Okay,
She causing impact on you, bro. Making you grow.
okay. Now that Netflix has made WWE so accessible, right? You know, sometimes I have it on the background, right?
Yeah.
Right. So like, I don't know, I was had Raw, or SmackDown, or whatever is I had it, and I remember like I was doing work with my girlfriend, and then yeah, for some reason,
Then you grow.
no, for some reason it was a segment with I think Tiffany Stratton or Nia Jax.
Yeah. Oh god.
And then my gauge of whether something is like translating to a casual audience if my girlfriend makes a comment like so she was like, wow, that one is in the women's division. And then you know what she said?
What?
How come every other girl is still alive? She can kill all of them, right?
No,
Yeah.
But see that is a great comment to bring up as well, because for most people, the visual makes a lot of sense and difference.
That's
right?
true.
That's why whenever you have what was that tiny girl's name again? From AEW. The Japanese girl. Riho is going toe to toe with these horses, and they're selling. It's like, okay, I know, I'm sorry, let me keep it to less than a minute. Okay, here we go. Okay. It's like if you watch Avengers movie, right? Yeah. And then suddenly Thanos is getting his ass kicked by Ant-Man for no reason whatsoever, and then you see the CGI also a bit rabak. Like, that's exactly what that is.
Okay, then how will you explain Trish Stratus going toe-to-toe with Nia Jax? Is she Captain Marvel then? She Captain Marvel.
That one I cannot.
She got the OP power.
She got legendary juice. She got legend contract.
Yeah.
Legend contract lets you +5 power.
+5 power, yeah. No, I mean, Nachon. Hey, Nachon, you miss my hand lotion, is it? My new place, I don't put hand lotion anymore.
Yeah.
It's all raw, bro.
Raw? Shit. Raw, as in you watch Raw.
Yeah, it's raw.
When you smack down.
Nachon say, oh no is the safe word. Oh no is like we need to reel ourselves in.
Okay, oh no.
Okay. So I was saying like, Roxanne had a great performance.
Yes.
And the thing is, when Nia Jax was eliminated, I was genuinely thought like, okay, fine, Charlotte Flair is gonna win, but how is she gonna win, and how will the crowd react to it?
Yep.
I was actually listening out for the crowd, and to be really honest, the crowd was 70-30. I would say 70% was cheering.
Right, yeah. Look, the second it was Roxanne and Charlotte, you knew it was going to be Charlotte already, what?
Yeah,
there was no way Roxanne was going to win, right?
Yeah, I mean, too early in her career,
way
for
too
sure.
early.
But Charlotte winning, I think, opens up a lot of doors. I know, the to me the thing that made a lot of sense would be Charlotte and Tiffany, just from a visual standpoint, right?
Blonde versus blonde.
Blonde versus blonde, like new generation, old generation, both can do moonsaults.
Yep.
Both are super athletic. Like, I like that story if they want to tell it.
But
I know where you're gonna go.
But Rhea might be like, you come and target me because I have a bone to pick with you.
Yeah. And they are 1-on-1.
Yep.
And they are 1-and-1 in WrestleMania.
Yes, this is the quote-unquote tiebreaker, right?
Yeah.
And we know that they can have banger matches.
For sure. We've
Right?
seen it in WrestleMania 39.
And now it's for the actual main roster title as opposed to the NXT title.
Yeah, technically Rhea won the women's title from Charlotte at WrestleMania 39.
True
so
that.
I think this is more of establishing she really is the man. Like, you know how Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns had to fight 3, 4, 5 times to establish Roman Reigns?
Does Rhea need this though? She is so over right now.
No, that's the thing, right? Rhea doesn't need it. I would say use Charlotte's star power for Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah.
Establish Tiffany, right?
Yeah.
But that leaves Rhea wide open for who? Nia Jax again.
No, a returning Becky Lynch heel? I don't know.
But we've done Rhea and Becky Lynch last year.
Yeah. True.
So the only way I think there needs to be a new contender that steps up, and if we don't know, it could be Io, it could be Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
That was always a dream match, but Bianca needs to be built up again.
Yeah.
So I think that leaves Rhea's destiny road to WrestleMania a bit more vague right now.
Talking about Bianca, did you see a very interesting interaction during the Rumble? Because Jordan Grace and Naomi were friends in TNA, right?
They were rivals also.
They were rivals, but they worked together, quote unquote, right?
Correct.
So they hugged in the middle of the ring. Then Bianca was like, "Stop! What are you doing?" And then she started beating up Jordan Grace.
Correct. She was angry,
Yeah, she's like, "Why are you hugging somebody else?"
Okay, hear me out. Rhea Ripley versus a heel Bianca Belair at WrestleMania.
I think we've called that for years. We wanted to see that for years.
Yeah, but they need to get there.
Yeah.
They need to cross that bridge back there.
I mean, they have a couple of months.
Yeah.
I mean, not a couple. It's only 2 months left.
And where does people like Jade Cargill and Naomi come into the picture?
Well, they could be the supporting cast because for Bianca to turn, it would have to be revealed that it was her all along who, took out Jade Cargill, right?
Yeah. And Bianca and Naomi is on each other's side. And then Jade Cargill can be like the jilted, like baby face now siding with Rhea. Maybe.
So very quickly, right? Just to jump back a bit, Jordan Grace, main roster or NXT?
NXT.
Really?
I think.
Wow, I didn't expect that.
I think NXT. Okay, you know why? I feel like the main roster has a lot of stuff that hasn't been established yet.
Yeah.
And if she were to come into the main roster right now, she will just bypass a lot of people that still deserves it. You know what I mean? I rather she establish herself in NXT, have that feud with Julia, man. Like it's gonna be great because you see, Roxanne's gonna be pushed up to the main roster.
Correct.
So that opens up a spot in the main event scene for the women's in NXT. So keep Jordan there. I think grow and she can have that TNA connection.
Right.
So I don't mind that.
I don't know, man. I feel like she right now with this dynamic with Bianca and Naomi, if you want to turn Bianca, she could be that pivotal role.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's
and
potential.
I don't know. I feel like she already quote unquote served her time in NXT. Remember, she had a short cup of coffee in NXT as a TNA exchange student. So I feel like I don't know. I feel like she is ready for the main event.
Well, to me, I think Jordan Grace has time.
Yep.
She's not. I think she's in her early 30s only. So, no rush. We have a very set hierarchy of women, right? Which is always a great thing because previously, it's like all the divas plus Nikki Bella. You know what I mean? So now there's like levels. There's IC title. We didn't even mention Lyra, even though she IC champion. Hey, suddenly you find her hot. What's up with that?
I don't know. Like previous, like something about her changed. I still don't. I can't put my finger on it. But
it's the hair.
You
I
think
think she do like last time she do center parting. Now she do to the side.
Oh, okay, wow! Just one parting only. Everything changed. Yeah.
Like your heart.
My heart fly. I become. I'm a birdman now. Woo!
You walk around. Woo! Lucky your wife bro. Okay. Anyway,
Chelsea's behind us. She might. Don't rat me out.
Don't tell.
Non-canon.
Okay. Let's move on for the women's rumble. Okay, so Charlotte Flair is the women's Royal Rumble winner. We shall see what her road to WrestleMania is gonna be like.
Yep.
Can't wait for that Tiffany Stratton interaction. Confirm is gonna come.
Absolutely. If anything, also it creates a lot of drama.
Yeah.
This choice. The choice is always one of the sort of like plot points towards any WrestleMania anyway.
Yeah. See, Najwan says somebody clip that.
Basket, the Najma always, you know.
Vin, we agree. Cute. What? 你很可爱啊? 你很可爱.
她很可爱. All right, let's move on to the next match then. We're talking about the tag team titles on the line, right? We got DIY versus the Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah, man. Okay.
2 out of 3 falls.
Honestly, when this match was booked, right, I thought, this Triple H really used politics. Finally, he utilized his politics.
He got his boys in there.
Get his boys, match, right? But honestly, I was watching this for MCMG, like Motor City Machine Gun, because I feel like I love the spot that they are in. Yeah. Immediately, they debut, they are put in a good position, like as tag team contenders. And I think they really fit well with DIY as like opponents, right? What do you think about the match?
They suffered from the placement in the card. They just came off an emotional high. Oh my God, the long Rumble match. Charlotte wins. The crowd, that's why the crowd was kind of dead for this. Unfortunately, even though they went in there and I thought that I really enjoyed Johnny Gargano being the sneaky heel, whereas Tommaso Ciampa is like the aggressive heel. Yeah. And then you got MCMG as sort of the eager babyface.
It's very old school.
Yes, I love that.
I would say this was like a classic black and gold match. Hidden in a WWE PLE.
Yes.
Right?
There were a lot of like tricks that I think that, I don't know, if the crowd was more up for it, they would have been there for it and they would have cheered for it. Like, okay, so the first fall, right? What led to the first fall? Do you remember?
Oh, okay. You gotta walk me through.
Yeah, it was that sneaky tag where Tommaso jumped towards the Johnny Gargano. Yeah, they pretend to tag but didn't actually tag. So the MCMG will blur like, they were targeting the wrong fella, and then they got a sneaky win.
Can I say something a bit controversial?
Yeah,
I think some types of matches work better in bingo halls.
Yes, you took the words right out of my head.
Yeah,
I think this might have flown over the heads of everybody watching
because it's a stadium, right?
Yeah,
I just felt like this kind of matches, like a very NXT takeover, you need a small crowd, like a Hammerstein ballroom.
Like these type of trick plays, quote unquote.
Yeah, where people can literally see everything that's going on, and like half of the crowd can be cheering. Yeah, you got it. Oh, it's wrong. Like there's that interaction of the
Correct.
intimate crowd. But because whatever they were doing was played out to such a big stadium audience, I felt like things were lost in translation.
And they are all there. In the nosebleeds, they can't see if you got tagged or not.
Correct.
And if you don't have the commentators in your ear, you're not even going to catch that yourself.
So I wouldn't blame some of the audience for like switching out during this match. Like
they probably had to go take a shit or pee.
Yeah,
half the audience was like going to buy popcorn.
Yeah, but I agree with my brain.
Jason,
Jason, yes, the fake tech spot was really the highlight for me. That first fall was great.
It's like, how do I put it? It's like being too smart for your own good. Like stuff that only a small amount of people appreciate.
Correct.
You know?
So that's why you have to play to the audience. So like that's why I think in WWE people keep things relatively more simple, so that they can help. Get people who are casuals to understand what's going on, get them on board.
If anything, this was I guess a palate cleanser for the next match.
Whoa! Can we acknowledge somebody in the chat? I think we have a government official in the chat, bro.
It's not lah. You can just come up with your own username one, right?
But okay lah. But hello, the Prime Minister of India. Nice to see you.
Sure, thanks.
New subscriber. Thanks for joining us for our Royal Rumble review.
If you are truly the Prime Minister, a man of high importance, please drop us 100 subs or send us some money and whatever. Anyway.
Can you stop the corruption?
Wait, what? No. Support Patreon.
Appreciate everything. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like and comment as well. So we were talking about it, right? So that was the first fall. I wanted to like cycle through really to the end because like I want to talk about the ending, but you want to talk about the other two falls as well?
No, it's fine. Like, that's the thing. I think the crowd really affected the match because the match was a well-wrestled match. There were a lot of clever spots, maybe a bit too clever as we alluded to earlier. But I think they only woke up when, near the end, Street Profits showed up.
Correct. And of course, DIY stealing the victory, I think is becoming a bit of a running team with them.
Yes.
It's very hard for me because I know DIY as NXT DIY. We saw the entire rivalry between Gargano and Ciampa. It's almost as if it has been retconned and now they're like best friends. So it's very hard for me because there's a disconnect there. But I do like that they are a very solid heel tag team. MCMG, they feel like Hardy Boys and Dudley Boys, they can fight forever for like the next couple of years,
because they were very smart when they first introduced MCMG. Immediately, okay, you get the titles. They are established. They are not flash in the pan type wrestlers. They can go in the ring.
Correct. And of course, they brought back the return of Street Profits, right? And the thing about Street Profits, we love them. They are athletic. They are great. But I just feel like they have been they're treading water for the last couple of years. They keep running, they keep progressing, and they're always back to the same spot.
Yes.
Remember, at least 2 years ago, we thought like Montez is gonna be a main eventer, a solo star. Montez should be in Jey Uso's role right now.
Oh,
if you think about it, his trajectory. But now they're back here and they're gonna potentially be a contender for the titles. What do you think about them?
Look, I think there has been a renewed focus on the tag team titles, or at least they are trying to push the tag team division as something legit, right? So I'm glad that now DIY suddenly have a new set of opponents. So it's gonna be these 3, maybe 4 teams, sort of always in the mix lah.
What do you think about the work Triple H has done to build up the tag team division right now?
He's trying. I can't say that I'm super invested in any of the tag teams, to be honest. They're trying.
Okay.
It's okay. Let me put it this way. It's a side dish. It's not a main dish.
Which is okay. I think tag team has always had its place. There was a time where tag team was the main thing because of like you had KO and Sami Zayn. We had the Usos recently, right? But I'm a regular SmackDown watcher, right? Because SmackDown is on Saturday morning. It's easy to watch.
Can I just say SmackDown at 3 hours seems like a bit of a chore.
Correct. 3 hours SmackDown, not the best.
A lot of filler.
I hope that's temporary. But the thing is, right, when you watch SmackDown, you realize that they actually lean a lot on their tag team division for matches. Like you have Pre-Deadly always having interactions. You have Legado. We even have the now Garza has a Los Garza. Like they are giving them a lot of time
because they need to fill up time.
Correct. But my point I was trying to get at is like while they have a lot of time, we haven't formed any connections with any of them. Though I would say Pretty Deadly, low-key, I like them a lot. Boy. So they're cool. So SmackDown tag team at least highlighted. So kudos to them. I think Raw, they've been always around Judgment Day, so it's always stuck there.
Well, now they have the War Raiders.
Still stuck there. I would say. So they have the teams. They just need to create the connection with the audiences.
True.
Yeah.
DIY, they retain. I'm not surprised. They need a longer run with it. I think they need to be established as this cheating, devious heel team.
Agreed. And also they need to be built up with more promos. I feel like they need to do what Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga does, walking backstage and like,
And then like every week, Jacob Fatu dropping bars.
Yeah, like he's a rapper, bro. I think he's like Fat Joe right now.
Bro, we'll get to him in just a little while.
we'll
We have so many things to say. But there you go. That's your tag team titles. Let's move on to Cody versus KO for the undisputed WWE Championship.
Yeah. First things first, shout out to Papa Roach. Apparently they're still alive.
What the hell, bro?
Because their pre-hype package, right? They finally used a rock song for pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Bro, I felt like I was a 2000s kid all over again. Like, I just feel like rock music for main event matches feels perfect. Like, I love The Weeknd, but like if you play The Weeknd to like a main event match, like no, you need something badass like rock.
Yeah, you can have The Weeknd for like an event like tune, like the theme song of SummerSlam, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah. I mean, even this Royal Rumble, the theme song was what Charlie XCX, bro.
Yeah.
What the hell? I mean, I got no comments about that.
Okay, they're leaning into youth culture,
Fine. But bring that rock, that seriousness for the main event. So I thought they told a great vignette story, right?
Yes, they did.
Yeah. If you were not a fan, you had no idea what's going on, you watch that 2 minutes, you know, establish completely what's the hell, why KO is fighting Cody Rhodes. So, KO has been the MVP, right? Don't you think so?
Is there a KO is right t-shirt out there? Because
there is.
Yeah.
There is.
I'm surprised that is not like, a top seller.
He needs to sell it, bro. He needs to sell it. So KO, to me, when he first started out, remember he had that one-off match. I think was it Clash at the Castle, or was it Money in the Bank, or was it Bad Blood? He had like a one-off match when they were both still baby faces.
Oh yeah, and that was the one where KO didn't want to go for Cody's knee or some injury.
And then he lost because of that.
Yeah.
When that match happened, right, we thought like a bit lame lah. Like KO and Cody Rhodes, I don't feel anything for this feud.
Because he was still face at the time.
Correct. But then something happened, bro. Like I think the story of KO, like while we've been focused on the bloodline for so long, his story with the bloodline has been bubbling and like parallel journey with the bloodline. Like he's always been that guy that always gets one up by the bloodline, right?
It's like that, like you watch a TV show, season 1 focused on this epic storyline, and then the side character was there the whole time. But then season 2 now they focus on that side character, and he brings back all the references from the first season. So he's that guy lah.
Yeah, and Jason, another great point, right? This match, the 7th time he has lost a world title match at the Royal Rumble. I can't name all of the matches, but I know he have fought Roman Reigns a couple of times. Last year he lost to Logan Paul at the US title picture, right? He's always been, unfortunate to say, he's always been that one contender that the champion fights and defeats before he goes on to the main rival. He's always been that guy.
Well, and then again, I don't think he's complaining because he's been doing really, really good work. I'm sure he's paid very well.
Yeah. And the thing is, right, KO is a great utility guy.
He is.
He does everything well, and I think he actually elevated this feud more than Cody. He did, like, from his shirt wearing that is stirring shit to his justified heel turn. Very justified.
Promos in the car.
Them
making the pile driver a thing.
Bringing back the Wing Eagle title. Claiming it for his own. Like, all these things make sense. And remember, we were even thinking, if Saturday Night Main Event that first time, he should have won just to shock the crowd.
Yeah. It's a testament to who he is as a performer that he can lose so much and still be relevant. Always be there in the picture. Both a testament to him and the booking lah.
Yeah, agree. So like this match itself, a lot of the heat was brought on by Kevin Owens. They had the ladder stipulation. They had both titles hung up. And they really went all out. I think they were trying to prove a point to tell this story that the story that they're trying to tell is that Cody Rhodes has been the champion for a while now. He's starting to feel the pressure of the championship. And I think CM Punk's promo last week really brought it to the spotlight.
Bro, I love that promo, and that actually gave me like the desire to see Cody versus CM. Now, obviously, they could still set it up lah, but we might not see that, right? But I like that it planted the seeds of Homelander Cody. We've been talking about it ad nauseum, and I think maybe now's the time to start. But we know Triple H, he will not rush it. So, like he cracked a little bit in that promo with CM Punk. And then maybe after this match, at the press conference, I know we're jumping ahead, but at the press conference, they said that, his status is unknown because he has suffered multiple injuries.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. And
So,
that's the thing. I'm thinking to myself, like, Kevin Owens, this match, this whole rivalry might have broken Cody Rhodes. Right?
yes.
Like, even though he survived, he won this match, he lost that friendship.
Yeah.
And maybe that is starting to get to him.
Yeah.
Right?
Breaks his spirit and his quote-unquote morals.
The burden of being a champion is too great to bear.
Bro.
So to me, right, this story is going to be the defining sort of his title reign more than even defeating the Bloodline.
Yes.
So Finish the Story was one storyline.
Chapter 1, yeah.
This is like the sequel to the movie, right? But a completely different
He become healer.
storyline.
You live long enough to see yourself as the villain.
Yeah, this is the Dark Knight lah.
Bro,
This is the dark-
cinema, bro.
So like okay, a lot of people are complaining, right? Oh, Cody Rhodes not really as compelling as a champion as Roman Reigns. But I would argue, right, Cody Rhodes has more layers to Roman Reigns.
Yes.
You know why? Roman Reigns, right? He found gold, right? He struck gold with the Bloodline storyline with the head of the table, Tribal Chief, right? Going forward, hear me out. His entire persona will just revolve around being the Tribal Chief. And the things that happen revolve around the island of relevancy, right?
Yep.
He cannot reference the big dog. There's a disconnect between the big dog and the tribal chief character. He can mention the shield, but he doesn't really talk about it and embrace it as part of his background.
Yeah.
But if you follow Cody's journey, right, he can take from so many different eras of his career. He has already openly referenced his Stardust era. He talks about going away.
Yeah.
So that means his EW can be referenced. Even now coming back as the babyface. And now he can reference like the burden of becoming the son of Dusty Rhodes. Like he has more layers to his character that we have not unpeeled compared to Roman Reigns. Because I feel like we've seen all that Roman Reigns can give.
Ooh.
The hot take, I know a lot of like fans of the Tribal Chief, but really, what is he gonna give other than being the Tribal Chief? You're
Right.
a Tribal Chief, original Tribal Chief.
Yeah.
Then what? Medium-sized Tribal Chief. Like there's nothing more that I think he can give in his character unless he shows a new layer. Unless he becomes, I don't know. But it's gonna revolve around that character. But Cody Rhodes, I think, can reinvent himself.
I 100% get what you're saying because at this point, like, look, we shouldn't downplay what that tribal chief Roman Reigns did for the industry. In fact, he might have been the guy to usher in the Netflix era.
Yep.
He was the one that brought everybody back.
Correct.
Right? So maybe now it's time for him to be that guy who takes the back seat. But they can easily bring it back once again when Cody becomes Homelander Cody. Build it for a year, maybe 2 years. And then we get Roman versus Cody again at WrestleMania. But the roles are reversed.
Yeah, then that will make sense like the third in the rivalry,
trilogy,
right? Yeah, so while Kevin Owens didn't win, I think he took a hellacious Alabama slam.
Yeah, oh my god. Bro, so was his head really stuck in the thing or not?
No, like he sold it amazingly, by the
Bro,
way.
yeah.
Okay, first of all, actually he landed on his back.
Yeah. Then he
just flipped himself over as an accordion. So that was great selling by him, and I love everything about the match. Honestly, except Cody climbing the ladder.
Huh? What? Oh,
You know why?
why?
For some reason, the way Cody climbed the ladder was so slow.
Yeah.
You almost thought that Sami Zayn is gonna come and screw with him,
interfere,
right?
yeah.
But there wasn't any like tight shot zoom up to his face saying, kind of like teasing that moment.
Yep.
Nothing. It was just him climbing very, very slow. So by the time he actually pulled it down, it was a bit anticlimactic. That's my opinion when I was watching the match. What do you think?
Yeah, same. It was that fast shot the whole time, right?
Correct.
Weird.
Yeah. So I was thinking like, is somebody gonna come in?
Yeah.
Some shit's gonna happen. Nothing happened. So, Alfred brought up a great point though. The fact that not Alfred, Jason. Roman had 4 years to tell his story. Cody's only at 300 years.
Yeah.
So really, the you live long enough to become a villain could be a thing.
Yep.
We shall see. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I really can't wait.
Okay, let's talk about the men's Royal Rumble match. Okay, this is the one.
Do you want to talk about what Div just said?
What did you just say?
What do y'all think about Sammy's role in the ending? What do you think about Sammy's role generally? Like he's recently had a bit of a character shift, don't you think so?
Sort of an ambiguous thing, right? Like he's accidentally haluva kicked people. I don't know. Like, okay, do you find that the Sammy KO dynamic has been played out? Like, maybe because we watched the era of NXT as well. So we saw that friendship, toxic friendship, get back together, break up, get back together, break up, and then on the main roster.
Yeah. That's the thing, right? Like one thing we haven't really explored is like, okay, Sammy has been the chicken shit heel. Sammy has not been this, like burdened heel yet.
Burdened heel. Okay.
I feel like the burden of trying to be a good person, trying to do right by everyone might get to him the same way Cody's burden of being the champion might get to him eventually. So if Sammy does turn heel, it would be a very interesting wrinkle in his character. I do not want to see Sammy fight KO.
Right, again.
Right? But I don't mind Sammy and KO becoming like heels together.
But they've been heels together,
They
no?
have, but different ways.
Okay.
I don't know. So like, what do you guys think about Sammy as a heel? Do you think Sammy as this tweener or conflicted hero makes sense? I don't know. But I do like the fact that they're trying something new with him, because if he's forever the underdog babyface forever, it will become a bit stale.
Yeah.
But do you realize now he's like an underdog, but he doesn't take shit from anyone? Remember that time
Correct.
he fight with, not really fight lah, but he stood up for himself against CM Punk when CM Punk said he's on another level.
Yeah, he got into it with him. So
Yeah.
maybe,
that's right.
maybe.
Yeah.
What's at stake? Where's the meat?
Yeah, where's the meat? We have the meat.
Oh boy. Okay, let's talk about the men's Royal Rumble.
Let's
right
go.
now.
Okay, here's the main event for today, guys. And we made it a point we should not overstay our welcome.
Yep.
Right? So 1.5 hours. Okay.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
try.
We got like the Lucha showcase right at the start.
Yes.
Ray at number 1.
Yep.
Penta at number 2.
We were not, of course, we were away when Penta made his debut.
Yeah.
And knowing how long we've covered him in AEW, what we've talked about him in AEW, what do you think about how WWE has treated him so far?
I mean, look, he's more over now in just a few weeks than he ever was in however many years he was in AEW. People have said it before, so I don't want to belabor the fact, but it's all about the presentation.
I never understood why they never took advantage of his merch potential.
They never sold him a single Penta mask
Why?
because it's children running the show. At the end of on Penta's debut in WWE, immediately you could go to www.shop.com and buy a Penta mask.
Before he even debuted, got the merch set up already. bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's the difference between a well-oiled machine and just rich man's friends club.
Correct. Okay, let's talk about VAR. I think it's a fair discussion. I want to have a talk. You know what I alluded it to, bro?
Yeah.
Penta first time in Royal Rumble, bro. He nervous lah.
No, and they were trying too many high-flying, risky moves, right?
So he clearly he overshot or never calculated or miscalculated.
Yeah.
But I did think that he's only one leg, one foot landed.
In my viewing, I thought he both toes touched but not feet. And the rule is both feet must touch the floor.
So if both heels touch the floor, not counted.
No, both toes, one toe, one heel.
Bro, I really need to dig the referee book. There's supposed to be a rule book somewhere.
But it was probably meant to be super close, but not touched.
Yeah,
so
not there, yeah.
They just kept harping on only one foot.
Yeah.
Clearly, they went a little bit too close to the line there.
What do you think about Ray and Penta? The potential of them having a feud or a one-off match is good enough. What do you think?
They will definitely have some kind of interaction in the future. Obviously, Penta is meant to be the next Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Ironically, Ray's son Dominic is the next Eddie Guerrero, which is hilarious.
I love it. What the irony. The thing about Ray is Ray, while he's a legend, clearly is not in his prime, right?
No.
Bro is 50. That's amazing.
Bro, the fact that he's 50 and he can still do stuff better than a lot of the young guys.
He's definitely not the age like Chris Jericho lah. He still can show a bit of athleticism.
Oh, don't get me started, bro. Why you say that name?
Okay. But the thing is, Ray doesn't show his face, so he covers his mouth. So maybe you don't know whether he is or not, right?
Yeah.
But so far he's moving quite well. But the problem is, I do not want to see 50-year-old Ray versus Penta. I would have preferred to see 31-year-old Ray versus Penta. That would have been amazing, right? But we can get that match, bro. When Phoenix joins. When Ray Phoenix joins WWE, that will be the match.
The other Ray.
Yes, the Ray regen.
Right.
So I think while we have all these, thoughts of dream match between these luchadors, it will not deliver in the way that we think in our head.
But and the thing is, you look at the number of luchadors that they have that we all know can go. I have a soft spot in my heart for Santos Escobar.
Yeah.
And I loved his stuff in NXT.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So it depends, right, on the presentation and of course the environment. Wait, we need to point out this amazing thing that we just realized, right?
What?
We do have a referee in the chat. And our referee Ryan can give his actual expertise to say that whether this is correct or not. But here's what he says. Referee Ryan, our SPW referee, says this is the grey area in the rule books, lol. So he never give an answer lah. He also
Yeah, he also don't know lah. It's toe lah. I'm telling you, it's both
toe.
toes touch, but not foot.
Okay, referee, can you like go check, do your like referee research? Let us know. Can consult with referee Sodiq, or you can consult with like even Grapple Max referees as well.
Yeah.
Can you establish the Singapore rule book? Toes or feet?
Yes.
Actually, have they ever done a rumble match?
I'm not.
SPW?
I think they have. Like not a Royal Rumble, but like
Battle
a Battle Royale, right? Yeah.
Very cool, very cool.
Yes, I saw the clip of Penta and Dom facing off against each other at a media interview. Dom was like, sitting down with the interview, and then Penta like walked up to him and shit.
Yeah, he like flipped it over.
Bro, there's your Ray versus Eddie 2025.
Wow.
Dude.
Wait. Najwan said WWE also signing El Hijo de Dr. Wade.
Who?
Hey, don't anyhow make up El Hijo. You only know El Hijo Viking.
Yeah, I only know Vikingo.
He-
From, the
Okay,
AEW.
Div has established that they have had done a battle royal. Okay, again, no problem. We shall await the expertise of our referees. They can let us know next week or in future episodes. But in the meantime, right? So Ray and Penta started off the match. I liked it. I think Penta has been riding a great wave of momentum.
Yes.
But what do you think about like the early part of the men's match?
Okay, so it was very obvious, right?
Yeah.
The early half is establish the up-and-comers. The second half is all the heavy hitters, all the main eventers.
Correct.
They didn't even try to mix in a few. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like right off the bat, I think the first quote-unquote like upper mid-card guy was Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
And of course, the second he came in, he cleared house.
Correct.
He didn't spear everybody and that kind of shit.
I would still say the standard bearer for the best Royal Rumble, best booked Royal Rumble is still Royal Rumble 2020. Remember that Rumble?
Yes, it's the one with that Drew one,
Yeah.
where Brock was eliminating everybody. It was also a story of two halves.
Correct. I would say it was a story of three halves.
Three, all right.
Three
Three
thirds.
halves.
Three halves.
Steiner man. We just talked about Braun Breaker. He hits us with the Steiner man.
Hey,
Three
don't
halves.
play. He's a uni graduate. Remember he said on Twitter. No, like it was
Three halves.
story of three thirds because like I remember the first third is Braun Breaker. Sorry, Brock Lesnar.
Eating everybody.
Recently accused Brock Lesnar. Shout out to him.
Oh shit. That's right.
We shall talk about that later. So yeah, remember the first third was Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Remember what was the second third? The second third was Drew. Drew was established as he came in the second third of the match, right?
Yeah.
What was the third of the match?
The final third, I can't remember. I thought it was Drew winning.
You think you know me?
Oh yeah, Edge coming. Yeah. The return of. Oh.
Okay, so why
yeah.
I thought that was a gold standard for
Yeah.
how a Royal Rumble match should be booked. Very clear, defined story structure. Okay.
Yeah.
But this one is really just throw all the stars.
Yeah. This, you know what it is?
Yeah.
Like, this is typical of Disney in their multiversal nonsense where they just throw everybody and the mother throughout.
Correct.
So this is exactly what this Rumble was.
Correct. So like again, you said like the first half you have all these like normal people.
No, normals, yeah. Walao.
I mean Santos. What can you say about
Okay,
Santos?
up and coming, like lower mid card to mid card, and you had your quote unquote celebrity segment as well.
Correct. We'll talk about it in a bit. So like, first of all, let's talk about like the people I was disappointed with that didn't have a performance. Bro, Ludwig Kaiser, bro. Poor fella, bro.
Okay, he went out there, and I said this in chat, right?
Yeah.
Would you rather spend 20-30 minutes in the ring with a bunch of sweaty dudes, or go back and have some tiffy time? I mean, the dude's a winner already.
He's won. Like,
He won already.
He
He
can not do anything the rest of his life.
What was funny about his entrance was he like ran to the ring, right?
Yeah.
The long ass ramp, and then when he reached there, he stopped.
He's
And
like,
he started walking about. No.
he's like,
He's
I'm so
doing
smart.
Yes, he's doing the typical smart heel. Why should I get into the ring?
Correct.
Thing.
And another thing is like, okay, so we had all these like established up-and-comers, trying to kind of fill up the space, right? While the match was happening, I actually had my live stream on. I was having iShow Speed stream on the background,
shit.
right? iShow Speed of recent fame when she was streaming in Singapore and turned the whole country into a zombie.
Bro,
Yeah.
his fame predates that, but yes.
Yeah, I know, but
he's
like,
one of the top streamers.
He has been
in the world.
relevant. He became relevant, I guess, to
us.
public consciousness in Singapore. So when he started off the stream, right, I don't know what the hell's going on. I just put it there while watching Rumble. So he was just chilling backstage, right?
Yeah.
And then he really like a Sims character I was telling you.
Yeah.
He really like NPC just walking around backstage. Like universe mode.
Yeah.
Interacting with random people. So like I think within the first 5 minutes he was like talking to Bianca Belair and
not bad.
and Naomi.
Yeah.
He asked, I think he's a bit, he got a bit of a BDSM fetish lah. He asked Bianca, can you whip me or not? with her hair.
Do it for the content, bro.
Yeah, so he got himself whipped.
Influencer life.
Yeah, and then he was looking for John Cena, and then he found John Cena in the room, and then he walked past him and said, "Where's John Cena?" He just kept walking past John Cena.
Lame.
So that was one thing he did, and then he just started sitting down, and a bunch of random people came up to him, like the Miz, I think even Dominic and Liv Morgan.
Yep.
So I think the interaction was all interesting, but then something happened. I was like, can't be. He just stream and talk to people, and the Rumble is happening. What?
And the fact that he was in Gorilla.
Yeah. So when he started wandering around, he ended up in Gorilla, and then like Stephanie pulled him in, like, "Hey, come hang out. Let's watch Rumble from behind the backstage."
Yeah.
And I'm like, the Rumble is happening, and he's streaming.
Yeah.
Can't be, like, come on.
And then...
Okay, and then at that point I was focusing on the stream because I was listening to what he was talking to Stephanie, right? But I was from the side of from the corner of my eye, I was seeing like the chat going crazy, talking about Tozawa being injured.
Yeah.
I think you were talking about it.
Well, okay, here's the thing. Tozawa, Carmelo Hayes, he was the one who got eliminated, right?
Yes.
Then he's walking to the back, he's angry and everything. Tozawa comes out, and then just one shot only, one whack. He didn't even hit him with a chair, he didn't power drive him, nothing. Just apparently the rampway, that's if you attack somebody in the rampway,
He just died.
dire consequences, concussion.
He just died.
So yeah, he kills Tozawa by the ramp.
Yeah.
Oh, we need a replacement.
Yeah. So I was like, wait. Tozawa, let me look at the check. Okay, Tozawa is dead. Why? What happened? And then at the exact same time, I looked up. I saw in the stream, right, from the corner of my eye of his stream, it was Tozawa walking into the back.
Oh.
And then it was Triple H at the background, like checking in on Tozawa.
Oh.
So right, I actually got the both angle view of what was happening. Like on my Netflix TV screen,
Yeah.
I saw the camera follow Tozawa to the back and Triple H checking on him, right?
Yeah.
But at the background, you can actually see Stephanie and
Speed
talking with,
Yeah.
with his own streaming
Yeah.
equipment. And I was looking at his streaming screen, and I saw that Tozawa and Triple H were back. I was like, holy shit, what is this moment that's happening right now?
Yeah.
And then when Triple H said, "Hey, Speed, get over here," and I'm like,
Oh.
man.
I mean, when you mentioned that Speed was in Gorilla,
Yeah.
I was like, cannot be.
Cannot be.
Surprise entrance. And then when Tozawa got injured, I was like, oh, they're doing it. Because it was like, okay, no, you're in. And somehow the WWE production truck, they whipped out a theme music and entrance video
Wow.
in 2 seconds, bro. That's how professional they are.
Bro. Like, let's not even...
That's how professional the WWE production is.
Let's leave it at that. They have someone better. Dave Meltzer. They probably have not Dave Meltzer. What's his name? The one that makes all the music theme song. Jim Johnston.
Yeah.
They have an AI, bro.
Yeah.
AI make the music on the spot.
Wallah, damn fast.
Can we agree that only in 2025, right? Is this possible?
Yeah.
Can you imagine in 1990,
Nope.
you watching Royal Rumble as a kid, you're like, in 30 years, right, they're going to have a live streamer stream his real live stream
Yeah.
while the Royal Rumble is happening and he actually stream all the way inside.
I think it goes to show the power of non-traditional media.
Yeah.
And I think WWE is so smart in capitalizing on it. Because say what you want, right? WWE, we love it.
Yeah.
It is mainstream adjacent. It's not movies. It's not TV shows. Like Squid Game is mainstream.
Yeah.
Like Avengers movies are mainstream. MCU,
yeah.
DC movies are mainstream. WWE still has that. It's still a bit on the side. So why not go to non-traditional media means?
Yeah.
Right? Your Logan Pauls, your Kai Cenat, your iShowSpeed. They command millions of viewers. They are also like Mr. Beast as well.
Yeah.
Those people, they want this sort of exposure because they are not embraced by mainstream media, because mainstream media is threatened by people like that.
Yeah. And I think WWE is in such a great spot where they
Yeah.
can have multiple audiences bringing them in, right? You can have all these streamers bringing in their crowd.
Yes.
But also they can have celebrities established. Like we've literally had Matthew McConaughey
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Raw at Texas like just last week.
They
right?
are just pulling in references
from-
and
yeah.
eyeballs from everywhere, and that's the way. That's how they need to do it.
I think the cool thing about wrestling is wrestling doesn't really alienate people.
Yeah.
Except
Well,
their own audiences.
Yeah.
Like except their own tribalism.
Unless you are AEW, then you only cater to one.
We are guilty, of course, because we are, tribalistic.
No, we are not. We are as objective. Okay.
Okay.
Oh no! All right.
Safe word.
Can we talk about poor Jimmy Uso?
Yeah.
Like, and then the crowd just like got to their feet. Oh my God, is it Jimmy? Oh, Is it Jay? Is it Jay?
Bro, the pop died like halfway, bro. Okay.
The pop fell off a cliff. Poor Jimmy.
Jimmy needs time. Jimmy needs
Yeah.
time to build up whatever cachet
Yeah,
Jay
yeah.
has had.
Yeah, yeah.
So like poor Jimmy. Yeah.
He got like, oh my god, they love it. Oh.
Bro, they kicked out Jimmy before Jay even entered the
I
Rumble.
know.
They really wanted to separate them. Okay, so Showspeed got murdered by Braun Breaker and
Yes.
destroyed by Otis. I think that was my favorite first half of the
Yeah,
Rumble. That was
yeah.
my favorite first half of the moment.
Jacob Fatu. Let's talk about Jacob Fatu and
Yes.
he came in big impact.
Correct. I
But
think
they are not seeing him as like main event yet.
Yet.
Definitely upper main.
correct. I think Jacob is basically he's the Triple H of this situation right now.
Yeah.
Remember when DX happened, right? And then Shawn Michaels went away.
Oh yeah.
Essentially, that's what Solo did, right?
Yeah.
And then Jacob pick up the ball. The ball's in
Correct.
my court.
Yeah.
So he's
but
doing that.
At that point, it was still all about Rock Austin.
Correct. Correct. So I like Jacob's place, but now the new bloodline is kind of like spread out or like destroyed, right?
I mean,
what's the situation?
That's
there?
what happens when the tribal chief Tongaloa get better soon. Tongaloa
Okay.
is out,
Okay.
right? So I mean, you still got yeah. Right.
Yeah, Rawami. I don't know how to
And then,
pronounce it.
I also know. And then you got Solo being all morose and like really sad.
Poor Solo. Yeah. So now I guess the figurehead will be Jacob Fatu.
Yeah.
Tama Tonga is like the right hand man. And Jacob was amazing in this match, right? I think he really dominated the second stretch of the match. One thing I liked was when Braun Strowman came in, right? The big SOB came in, they kind of rekindled that feud. They had an amazing match, by the way.
They did.
As Saturday night's main event. Do you feel that there is a fear that Jacob will become overpushed?
No, because I don't think he's been pushed that hard, heavy yet. Like he is not that guy that is indestructible. You know, like in his presentation, once in a while he'll no-sell a headshot.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you noticed, he only has one of those. Like if you play the WWE 2K25 game, he only have one special meter. So the second he uses that, he will not do it again. I noticed.
Okay. So he doesn't overdo his skill sets.
So he's still vulnerable. And he can tell compelling stories in that way.
Yeah, agree. Very interesting. I feel like Jacob needs to have a signature win at WrestleMania that is not a main event match. So whether he has a retread with Braun Strowman, whether he has like a one-off match, because there was a couple of very, very cool things that happened. I think he had a brief standoff with Damian Priest. Damian Priest was the one that eliminated him, right?
Yeah.
They look good together.
Yeah.
Not in a gay way. I mean like they look good,
Oh,
matched up. They matched up well.
He talked about his braid. I'm trying to let's just move on from there.
yeah.
He talked about his braids.
You can braid your hair all you want,
but don't get it twisted.
Bars.
You of all people must appreciate the bars that he's been dropping.
Yarwarami.
I'm gonna beat you from post to post on NBC live, coast to coast.
Whoa!
Bars. Okay, we appreciate.
Yeah, we were.
Fatu.
Okay, never mind.
What were you trying to do?
I wanted to come out with a bar. Then I'm like, no, I'm not Jacob Fatu. I don't think I can do it. So Jacob did well. Okay, talk to me about that. There was this stretch in the match where everyone and their mother came out, right? All just stars after stars after stars, right? We had, remember that stretch we had? Like,
Yes. So we're talking about the second half already,
Correct,
right?
second half, right.
And I know a lot of people are like, oh my god, they have stars. Let's not forget that the WWE had a lot of these people, these individuals a couple of years ago, but Drew, for example, Jay, for example, but they just weren't there yet. This is testament to the story building, the universe building that they've been doing for the past couple of months/years.
They have grown.
Yeah, to a point where now they actually do have that many stars.
Yeah.
So this is, I credit the booking for this.
Yeah.
As much as, CM Punk is there, Cena is there.
Yeah. We also have even talked about the surprises. We had Joe Hendry.
I believe.
And I mean, we knew he was going to be a surprise entrance. And now that he's a TNA World Champion, he is technically a star, main eventer in TNA.
Yeah.
Of course, a small fish in a big pond.
Yeah.
Now in Royal Rumble, right?
I was a bit bummed that Nick Nemeth didn't get a spot. But nobody in NXT got a spot.
Only one guy.
Who?
No lah, Joe Hendry lah.
He's not, technically he's not NXT, TNA lah.
Oh, yes,
but you know what I mean? Like, there was no Oba Femi,
no
there
Oba
was no
Femi.
Trick, there was no Ethan Page, nobody.
Yeah, no Dante Chen. Quite poor thing. No, he's injured. He's injured.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. I
Oh,
still
you
remember
injured by Ethan Page?
Yeah, then he did this.
Oh,
on
yeah.
the page,
WWE Evolve is the new show, right?
Ooh, so it's
For up and comers. So it replaces Level Up.
So Evolve is taking the old brand, the promotion Evolve,
Yes.
and then they're creating it as okay.
Yeah,
cool.
so they took that brand name lah.
Nice. What I wanted to say is why I was excited about Joe Hendry wasn't just Joe Hendry's appearance, but the returning star who was also a former TNA legend,
Oh,
AJ Styles. Bro, AJ Styles' hair getting more luxurious.
bro, every day he brushed 100 times.
I literally imagine that when he came out with the long hair, I was like, he spent the whole night during his injury, lay off, just
Brush,
like Rapunzel, like Tangle.
Bro, you know what? And he's also jacked, right?
Yeah.
He take the hairbrush, he tie a weight on it. Every day brush hair and gain biceps.
Duckles.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious. Okay, the reason why Dajuan, because it's worth it. No, the reason why I was so excited about the prospect of AJ Styles returning is because of this new TNA NXT partnership. Can you imagine?
He goes back and
He does a run there.
bro,
What a homecoming there would be.
please, Tony Khan, let Samoa Joe go.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah,
imagine
let
AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, TNA.
And then CM Punk come by.
See, yeah.
Just let that just sink in for a moment, bro.
No, you know what? CM Punk needs to send Joe a text. Say, just make Tony fear for his life. Just yell at him in a slightly aggressive manner, in a raised tone, and he will fire you.
Oh no. So let's talk about the stretch where everyone and their mother came in. So we had like AJ Styles, and then we had Drew McIntyre, and then I think business started picking up when it was Roman Reigns, right?
Oh yes.
Roman Reigns came out. You remember what happened next? He went rough shots. He had that face to face with Jacob Fatu, and then all of a sudden you heard. Hey, can you help me?
I tried to like, what song is this? Yeah.
Look in my eyes.
What do you see? Okay. We see Tony Khan's biggest mistake.
Yeah.
That's why we saw.
Yes. So CM Punk came in. Our friend, both of us predicted that he was gonna win the Rumble, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, here we go. We got Roman Reigns. We got CM Punk.
Cena was in already.
Oh yes,
point.
John Cena came in.
Yeah, but
John Cena had a big ass pop.
Oh,
as well.
of course.
So
Okay,
Yeah.
very quickly, let's talk about John Cena. Because
Yeah.
obviously everybody expected John Cena to win. And I went out on a limb and I said this on my video, right? And I stand by it.
Yeah.
Cena is not going to win the Rumble. Cena is not going to win Elimination Chamber. Cena's not going to win Money in the Bank. His whole gimmick, what is it?
he never gives up.
Never give up.
Yeah.
And the way to tell a compelling story with Cena at this point in his career is to have him be that guy who's chasing one last glory.
Keep failing.
We've watched literal movies about like the old veteran
Yeah.
just chasing that one last moment in the sun. And I predict for this year's his retirement run,
Yeah.
whether he wins the title or not is inconsequential. It will be the journey. He will make us so upset. He will make us cry. John Cena in 2025, like, okay, we love him, but he's not the greatest actor out there, right?
Yeah.
But in the WWE context, will make us cry. This is my call.
As a heel?
No. I don't think he's going to turn heel.
Oh, damn.
I think he's going to claw and fight and lose, and he will come so close. I bet you at Elimination Chamber, he's going to be the last one out.
And then he gets eliminated.
He gets eliminated. I mean,
Yeah.
not last one out, sorry, the second. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's really the last time he's in the Rumble. Right? Like he said, last time he's doing all these big events, right?
Yeah.
So in a little small part of me was like, yeah, okay, I don't mind if he had won. Of course, I would not have liked it knowing that Charlotte Flair has won. If it was like up and comer in the women's match and then John Cena wins the men's match, okay, I can accept it.
Yeah.
But not in a way that because of Charlotte Flair winning, I was like, oh man, I don't want
Cena,
Cena to win.
another quote unquote returning
Correct.
star, right?
Even though I love the nostalgia. So when CM Punk came out, it was Roman Reigns, Punk, Cena. I was like, okay, this is like better generations. I can't wait, right?
Yeah.
And then Seth Rollins came out.
Yeah, oh my god. And he went straight for CM Punk.
Yeah,
by the way.
he came in straight, and then he like remember his mission. He said, if I can't beat you at Netflix, my goal is to like destroy your dreams of becoming a main eventer for us in WrestleMania. So. Like wow, now we had all the hard hitters. We had Drew McIntyre there as well. We had Jey Uso lying at one corner.
Sami Zayn.
And
then we had one Dominic Mysterio one time.
When he came out, I was like, okay. Yeah. But then as the things was like rolling around, right? I think it was like 26, 27, 28. I was like, we kind of know who are the people that's left. Like we had LA Knight left.
Yeah.
We had Logan Paul left. There wasn't really any surprises anymore.
Yeah.
They didn't rely on surprises this year, I realized. Do you realize that?
Yeah, I think they were very confident in the star power that they had. Actually,
Right
I
now.
disagree. There's still one more big surprise right at the end. That to me is the surprise, the swerve.
Okay, the fact that they all got eliminated.
Yeah, and the winner was who it was.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, let's skip to that part, right?
Before we get there,
Okay.
Drew McIntyre got eliminated by Priest.
Yes.
It felt a little bit rushed.
Yeah.
You were saying that there's a rumor that it might have been a botch finish, that he shouldn't have been eliminated or something like that.
Yeah,
At that point.
you guys can check out our Instagram stories on Kick to the Gut. There are some backstage reports that Drew McIntyre
Dirt
was
sheets.
the dirt sheets.
Ah.
No, they always say don't believe the dirt sheets.
Trust
No,
who? Trust who?
Trust me, bro.
Trust you, bro.
Trust foreign, bro.
Foreign correspondent.
Yeah.
All the way in Singapore got the dirt sheet news.
Google search, bro.
Google search again, huh?
No, so like apparently.
Remember to switch safe search on.
Yeah, I kept my safe search on for Drew McIntyre. I don't know why I would keep it off. But Drew McIntyre apparently was pissed off with the ending because somebody had to do their spots and that fuck up the entire flow of the sequence.
Okay.
That got him eliminated.
Yeah.
And rumor has it, I mean, according to the ringside news is usually credible. That's why I'm citing
Rumor
it.
has it.
Yeah, apparently it was Logan Paul.
Okay, so don't you think it's very convenient? Remember, after CM Punk's return, Drew McIntyre kicked up a fuss backstage. He left immediately.
Okay.
Yeah, right. So this smells of the aforementioned 4D chess.
Yes.
That they're playing with the dirt sheets.
Yeah, so I mean, Jason even said as well, Drew finish is a botch finish also on Twitter. So if you guys go down the Twitter thread, there might be more information. Of course, this is just first hand, whatever I'm hearing or seeing right now.
So that's second hand lah.
Third hand lah. not even in one of the hands.
Right.
20 hands behind. But yeah, so apparently he was annoyed. He was pissed off. I think he cast a storm backstage and he left the event.
Oh, gee, he's never done that before. This is a work lah. Come on, guys.
Yeah, whether it's a work, whether it's not, I would love to hear the story behind this.
Yes, yeah. So okay, maybe it's Drew Logan Paul.
Yeah. Wait, so that's the thing, right? Drew being pissed off, who is he pissed off at? Is he pissed off at... Because remember, he was also pissed off because he got...
Eliminated by Priest.
by Damian Priest.
But they're on separate brands and they already had a few. Kind of.
Did they ish? Not really.
Yeah, but they're on different brands. But is the transfer window still on?
Yeah, it's still on.
It's very like this transfer window is like macam like remember the how many years ago it was like Vince McMahon came up with this stupid idea of what
Which one?
they can jump brands like essentially what was it called?
Some
lame thing.
Some showdown trade off. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
whatever
I get it. 2019. Yeah, Div. I watched that Hot Ones episode. Him and Sheamus. It was hilarious.
Like he cannot tahan spice.
Drew cannot tahan spice.
no.
Drew is so badass, but the one thing is his weakness is he can't eat spicy food.
Nice.
Yeah. So Drew got eliminated, and then we had that crazy sequence that 2-3 minutes where
Wildcard rule. Thank you, Remus.
thank you, Remus.
Yes, that was what I was talking
Shout
about.
out to Remus. I heard the Grapple Max boys were watching
Yes.
the whole Royal Rumble
Yeah.
over at their place as well. So shout out to
And
you guys.
Jason says, I don't mind being worked. So that's the beauty of what
Yeah.
they are doing right now. They are truly playing 4D chess. They're working the audience. They're working the dirt sheets.
Yes, I only appreciate getting manipulated while watching wrestling. Not in real life. I don't like getting
Sure,
manipulated.
yes.
Please don't.
I can agree to that.
Yes,
Logan Paul was the one who eliminated our boy.
Bro,
What?
what?
I know, okay. So my call was that Logan Paul will eliminate Cena to get ultra heat because whoever I didn't think about it in terms of the rub it would give.
Yeah.
I thought about it in terms of the heat that the person who eliminated Cena would get.
Agreed. You needed somebody like remember you needed somebody young,
Yeah.
up and coming to
Like
eliminate him.
Dom or Logan,
Yeah.
even Carmelo.
Yeah. So,
But they went with something completely different. And nothing wrong with that.
yeah, Logan eliminated
CM
CM
Punk.
Punk. And
Also serves that purpose, by the way, because that was a lot of heat.
correct.
The crowd booed that.
Correct. But then that came right after I think was it CM Punk eliminating Seth Rollins first or something? I know that the order was I'm not clear on the order, can't remember off the top of my head, but I know they happened in quick succession. Roman, Seth, CM Punk all came out at the same time.
Yeah.
And all three started attacking each other.
I think it was Roman and Seth got eliminated together. Like they were doing like the whole we are
yeah.
fighting in the ropes, right?
Oh no, it was CM Punk that eliminated both of them.
Yes. Then CM Punk was standing there, haha, I got both of you. And
Correct.
then Logan Paul from behind
Correct.
threw CM Punk
Yeah.
out.
And then Seth got so angry, he started curb stomping Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
He started beating up, and then CM Punk joining.
So could that be the WrestleMania main event, a triple threat? CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins.
But I feel for that to happen, Roman and Seth and CM Punk need to hate each other equally for all three to be like their own men. You know what I mean?
CM Punk and Roman don't have that relationship.
They have
They
some,
don't have that rivalry
They have
yet.
some heat, but they haven't. They have aligned previously in the past, so they need to build that hatred.
Like, yeah, you're right. Like CM Punk and Seth obviously have the issue.
Yeah.
Seth and Roman obviously have their history.
Yeah.
It's just that third connection. It's not a full triangle yet.
Yeah,
There's
it's
a
not
line
a full
missing.
triangle of hate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The trifecta of hate.
Yeah, but again, we don't know what's the situation with the world title picture as well, right?
Well,
because Cody Rhodes right now clearly doesn't have a contender. If Jay, we'll talk about Jay in a bit. Apparently, he shot that he wanted the world heavyweight title. So we'll shall talk about that. But okay, so Logan eliminated. So the final three, bro. Honestly, who and their mother expected the final three to be John Cena, Logan Paul, John Cena,
Logan Paul
and Jey Uso.
Jey Uso. I did not see that. When that played out, I was like, what are they doing? Which means they did a good job. They swerved us. They made it so unpredictable. And then everyone immediately thought Cena was going to win.
Yeah.
And then everyone was begging, please, Cena, don't win, right?
I just found it okay. Like upon reflection, right now it's still pretty raw, right?
Yeah.
And I was telling you, like right now, historically, we have always used the Royal Rumble to establish a new star.
Yes.
Right. It's a signal from the company that says like, okay, this year we're gonna put our machine behind this new star, bring him up to the main event, right?
Yeah.
We don't deny organically Jey Uso has become one of the most popular wrestlers in the roster, right?
Yep. Merch seller. He is an absolute merch seller.
Correct. There was a time where, even LA Knight had this lightning in a bottle,
There
right?
was a time.
When people thought that Singapore would make it.
But we did.
So maybe Jey Uso was going through the same thing as well, bro, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I see where they're going with it.
Yeah.
And personally, I'm like, at first I was a bit like, really, Jay?
Yeah.
But then going back to Cena would have been way too obvious. And I want Cena to not win. I want Cena to have that incredible chase throughout the entire year.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, if he wins the title at WrestleMania, then you still have how many months
Yeah.
left of story to tell? No, this is an entire over. And if there's anything that the WWE are right now, they are willing to invest in long-term storytelling so that when the payoff happens, we all have the emotional catharsis.
Yeah.
As opposed to just, okay lah, dream match, everything payoff. Nothing becomes a payoff.
And knowing the fans, right? Cena has not appeared since the Netflix premiere.
Yeah.
If he suddenly 1 month later never do anything and then suddenly appear and win the Rumble, right?
Yeah.
There will be some hate.
And people will turn on him. So no, the way he tells his story, and people might hate me for this, I think Cena is going to tell a better retirement story than Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson.
Okay.
Well, considering Bryan Danielson did it, you know where? Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no. And the way they booked that shit.
So the thing about Cena is like Cena has that story of the retirement, right? Does not have to touch the title, in my opinion. Like it can pass by it, bypass it, almost get it, but
No,
doesn't
he will
have to get it.
almost. Maybe he gets it on what's the show before the end of the year?
Survivor Series?
Can you imagine if it's a Raw or SmackDown where he actually wins somehow? They can work some bullshit.
One day touch champion. Champion.
Like the day before New Year's Eve, the Raw or SmackDown. Actually, let me look at my calendar. What?
Okay, you go look at the calendar.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, another reason why I feel Jey Uso makes sense, right? Is like we didn't need the Royal Rumble winner to be one of Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, because they don't need the Rumble win or rub to have their story, right? They can have all that story on SmackDown.
Yep.
They can even have a rivalry that revolves around, brings in Cody Rhodes.
Correct.
So, okay, we've already established that The Rock is not going to be part of the whole storyline. So now they got to create that world title or WWE title picture around Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
That leaves Gunther open, and Gunther needs a very formidable foe.
Yep.
And we've already seen him beat Jey Uso a couple of times.
Which I think tells a very nice story. Now that I've had time to process it, right, it actually tells a very compelling story. But let me very quickly bring this up, going back to John Cena.
Yeah.
29th of December is the Raw, a Monday. Imagine John Cena winning his final title on the 29th, 1 to 3 days before New Year's.
Wow.
Or better yet, bro, and this won't happen, but imagine
Okay.
he doesn't do it. Then he goes to NXT on Wednesday and wins the NXT title 1 day before the new year, 2026. Bro, Oberfemi, you better watch out, man. John Cena's coming for your ass.
Okay, I got a big prediction.
Okay.
He will not win the world title,
He won't break the Ric
He
Flair
won't.
streak. Yeah.
but he will
record.
finally become a Grand Slam winner. He will win the one title he never won throughout his career.
Which one is that?
Intercontinental title.
Okay.
I think that would be a good consolation, I would say.
On the Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, maybe it could be on the Monday Night Raw. It could be, I don't know, beating Logan Paul or whoever that was the IC champion at that point in time. Braun Breaker.
Yeah. No, to that point, right? He doesn't need to win the world title.
Yeah.
Just tell that compelling story of the final farewell.
Najwa says he will do a Mark Henry in
Voila.
December.
Oh.
I will never retire.
Only if he comes out in a pink salmon suit.
Yeah, I still got a lot left in me, bro.
Hey, it's John Cena. He can come out in a pink t-shirt.
He can.
Pink salmon t-shirt.
Correct.
Okay.
Alfred says Cena goes to TNA and beats Joe Henry. He just go wherever. He can come SPW also. Can come grab a max. You know, just become a world champion.
Okay, so that's John Cena.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you say about CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins.
Yeah, so they have like a little story, a little feud there. We are still a couple of weeks away, like months away from WrestleMania, so we can see who wins the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
There's much more story to be told. Let's talk about Jey Uso. For all the naysayers who say that he can't wrestle a match.
I mean, I'm guilty of it as well. Because
No, but that it is the truth, right? But then again, same criticism has always been laid on Cena with his 5 moves of doom.
we did watch WrestleMania last year, Jimmy versus Jey.
Oh god.
It was like a super kick fest.
Yeah. Because okay, so but he had a good match with Gunther because Gunther can get it out of him.
Yeah.
If he faces Cody, Cody can get it out of him. But back to he won, right? The crowd was yeeting all over the place. It was a great moment.
Yeah.
Great swerve.
Yeah.
Personally, I didn't believe, and that's what they're playing on. There have been a few champions that have been B plus champions or B plus contenders.
Yeah.
Think about Daniel Bryan. Think about Kofi Kingston. I think the Jey Uso run is reminiscent of those movements, the Yes movement and Kofi Mania.
Yeah.
So the Yito Mania or whatever they're gonna label this is the next iteration of it.
Vegas Yeetster.
So and Gunther is the perfect person for him to do it against.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, he's lost to Gunther twice already.
Yeah.
So now Gunther every week is gonna come out and tell him you cannot do it. Like what the hell? Look at you, little bitch. You've lost to me twice already. I shouldn't even have to face you. Blah 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 blah.
And what has Gunther done last year at WrestleMania? He put over a guy that he's defeated multiple times in Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn, yes. So the stars now we can see the path being laid, right?
Yeah. I like that idea, right? I like the story of okay, now we gotta establish Jey Uso as he lives up to the name of the main event.
Yep.
Another cool thing, right? I want to bring your attention to some Royal Rumbles in the past. Where remember 2012 Royal Rumble, everyone and their mother again thought that it was Chris Jericho that's gonna win the title.
Yep.
What happened? In the end, it was Sheamus. While Sheamus wasn't the first choice, Sheamus still made sense. And then eventually at WrestleMania, he did beat Daniel Bryan in 18 seconds.
Yeah.
That story aside, but the point is I felt Jey Uso was not the obvious pick.
Yep.
But in his context, it makes sense for him to win the title because he needed the rub, right? Now everyone can remember him as I'm a Royal Rumble winner.
He eliminated John Cena.
Yeah. Because if he had won the title, like how maybe Damian Priest won the title, Money in the Bank, all that, it will say he's a fluke champ. He won't last that long. But now the fact that he established himself by winning the Royal Rumble and then he did the whole WrestleMania program, I feel like that will give him the route of a main eventer.
Yep.
And maybe that's what Roman has been doing all along, right? Bloodline is to build new stars.
Yes.
Right? He has built Jey Uso. He's gonna Solo Sikoa.
Jacob Fatu.
Now they're gonna build Jimmy and whoever Tama Tonga Loa eventually.
That one might be a lost cause. I don't know. Forever mid-card.
Build him to mid-card lah. Mid-card, bro, give him the speed championship. It's still a thing, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't hate Jey Uso winning. I just he's not the first choice for anyone lah.
So, which is a great quote-unquote swerve. So he's going to have a great run. I think, so you can quote me on this, right? The run up to WrestleMania, he will get put in very compromising positions. Not in that way, but there might be a thing where he almost loses his shot.
Yeah.
Or they make him do a gauntlet match.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Do you remember Kofi Mania?
Yeah.
The gauntlet match?
He lost multiple times.
He gave up. There was one match where they had to do Was it
Warren Danielson?
Kofi and Big E had to wrestle a tag team gauntlet match?
Oh yeah. Then
If not,
eventually-
if they lost, Kofi wouldn't get his title shot.
Correct.
And then what did the Usos do?
They
They forfeit.
forfeit
They-
to help him.
it was a
pass.
gauntlet.
Oh yeah.
They went in, they were like, yo, we
I
respect you
remember
guys.
this,
Can you imagine if they flip it around and do it the other way? But now the New Day are heels. So the heels, the New Day are like, no, we're not gonna forfeit for you. Ooh, do you like that throwback? I like that
I
throwback.
like that. If they can tell that story, that's great.
Yeah.
So we can clearly say, I think it's clear that Jey Uso and Gunther is gonna be the World Championship title picture, right? Well, we shall see. I'm curious to see how WWE can build up the hype for Jey.
Yeah.
I think he's like very interactive with the audience. He's a great live act performer, but can they create enough of a groundswell of support like the Yeet Mania?
Yeah. Like I said, I think they can if they really put him, like make him the ultimate underdog.
Yeah.
A la the Yes Movement, a la the Coffee Mania.
Coffee Mania,
So
yeah.
expect to see Jay get screwed with a lot.
Yeah, bro. Every 5 years, bro, got a Yes Movement.
Oh yeah, has it been 5 years since Coffee Mania? When was Coffee Mania?
35. Actually, 6 years. It's gonna be 6 years.
Oh, okay, so thereabouts. Like
Every half a decade.
every half a decade we will have a organic movement, a Yes Movement, a Coffee Mania. So the Yeet Mania, the Yeet movement.
Yeah. Early predictions for WrestleMania. Like I feel like now Gunther and Jay quite okay. Tiffany and Charlotte, pretty much I feel like that could be the gauge.
Yeah.
But where do you see this whole Cody, Roman, Seth, CM Punk, KO, Sami Zayn? Like
So the beauty of what they've set up now, right, is that you still have so many options.
yeah.
For that Cody main event. Like I would love to see Cody CM Punk
Yeah.
with a heel Cody. But it might be a bit too soon. Maybe what they could do is, like we all talked about, they planted the seeds with that promo.
Yeah.
The KO fight was maybe a little bit too much, push him over the edge a bit.
Yeah.
But going to WrestleMania, CM Punk and
Seth Rollins?
CM Punk and
Cody Rhodes.
They're still face, but you start seeing the cracks and a little bit more, underhanded.
Okay, we shall see.
Stuff.
I still want for some reason I still want a Punk and Rollins match at WrestleMania. But then that leaves Roman. Does Roman fight his own people? Like does Roman and Solo and Jacob have the blow off at WrestleMania, like a bloodline thing? I had no idea. I know a lot of people were like joking on the chat like they should have had a number 31. The Rock came out.
Oh God, yeah.
So does the Rock factor into WrestleMania at this point?
Okay, no, I think at this point, Rock really just like, okay, I take a back seat, let y'all do, I just come out for corporate promotion.
Yeah. Jason said, is it an official Hilton for Seth?
I mean, he's been towing that line for a long time already.
Yeah.
The
thing about Seth is a babyface until CM Punk walks into the room.
Yeah. So, okay. I promise this is the last time I'll reference AEW. Okay. But you know how in AEW, everybody is neither face nor heel, they just turn on a dime?
Yeah.
Right? It's what the story dictates.
Yeah.
WWE is actually doing that right. In that everybody actually has a personal motivation, whether they do what we think is right or wrong, to them is right. You know what I mean? They're doing it based on the personalities, like it's different shades of grey. They're actually doing it right as opposed to flip-flopping.
I also feel like the thing about WWE is that makes it so interesting is like it's a very brief lived-in universe.
Yeah. Okay, a great comparison is like the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
You've had heroes and villains swap roles often. You've had some that are in between.
And they all interact and all of them have very fleshed out characters.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Like so if like somebody like Black Panther interacts with like a Captain America, you can feel the weight of the interaction because we know their history on both ends.
Or if like Doctor Doom and Mr. Fantastic have to team up to fight somebody, but you know that Doctor Doom and Mr. Fantastic freaking hate each other.
Correct.
But they used to be friends.
Yeah. So I think the best kinds of promotions, right, is like the whole pay-per-view tells a bigger arc of a story.
Yeah.
And everything that happens on the show, right? Even like if you watched SmackDown yesterday, while I think LA Knight was talking to Damian Priest, you had Shinsuke Nakamura lurking in the background. And like you wouldn't catch it, but if you catch it, you're like, yes, that makes sense, So like I love that because right now there was a time in WWE where only one person had a character and everyone else like was a shorty G.
Yeah.
Everyone else had no character, nothing going on for them, no
They were
direction.
just a caricature.
Directionless, right?
Yeah.
But now even if they are not pushed as the main event, there is a character there,
Correct.
there is a direction
Yeah.
there is history that they never ignore.
I want to know who is the storyteller. I mean, somebody back there is keeping Excel spreadsheet.
Is it Triple H?
Like a timeline, like a what? You know the show What If?
Yeah.
On this, which was kind of season 3 was terrible, but like there's like a watcher who's like okay, making mental notes of everybody and keeping everybody's stories tied up together.
I would love to sit in that creative room
Yeah.
and like figure out what's their threats, because
Yeah.
you're not just trying to book people based on their storylines, right? You got to book them based on their availability, their
Yeah.
health, whether they are willing to even do the job or
Yeah.
be part of this storyline.
I think a lot of it also boils down to the individual performers and how, like, you can see that this is happening with a lot of the main event guys who know that, okay, I know my character very well.
Yeah.
I know my history with this worker, that worker, and I know how to craft a storyline
Correct.
around it. Like, I'm not going to suddenly be this guy's best friend because we used to feud like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
you know?
like Roman might be babyface right now,
Yeah.
but doesn't mean suddenly everyone hug him and love
Correct.
him, right?
Like, everyone's still like, sort of like, what the hell?
Are you really,
Yeah.
And like even that makes the heels turn like even more layered, because like, oh shit, I remember him as a babyface and he actually brought up a great points why he turned.
It's characters. You create compelling characters so that people buy into your storylines. They will watch you weekly.
Agreed.
It doesn't matter how many 5-star matches you have, quote unquote 5-star matches you have. You know.
I would even say this Royal Rumble, there wasn't any 4-star or 5-star matches.
I mean, it's hard to have quote unquote star rating matches in a Rumble lah.
no, I wouldn't say the Rumble, but I would say like even the solo matches.
The solo matches.
Like
Yeah,
KO
you
and-
only had 2.
KO and Cody was a great match, like for a ladder match, but I wouldn't suddenly say like, oh, best match of the year.
No.
You know what I mean?
It's not okay. It's not gonna get Dave Meltzer stars.
No, it doesn't have to be.
No, but we were entertained, and that's the point.
Correct. So I feel wrestling is great when it moves the story forward.
Yep.
I would love a one-off dream match, but that has to be one storyline. Okay, when I say one storyline means everything else have a story. This is a dream match. Remember last time WrestleMania 21, like HBK versus Shawn Michaels?
Sure.
No story.
Wait. HBK versus Shawn Michaels.
HBK versus Cat Angle.
No, but okay, fine, quote unquote, no story, right? But like you're talking about 2 legendary performers.
Yeah, the story was of 2 legends coming together, and what
That was
would
the story.
happen if they, so the story, that is a story.
HBK versus Shawn Michaels, he fight himself.
He always fights himself, bro. He lost his smile, bro.
Didn't he fight God one time?
Oh, yeah,
no,
yeah.
that was Vince. Vince fought God.
No, he team up with God.
God to fight.
Yeah. Well, Jason says watching AEW is like playing 2K, no stories, just move set.
Yeah. No, well, that's exactly it.
Yeah, but-
I don't know. Like, okay, is that it for the Rumble?
Yeah. Let's put a bow on Rumble. Okay, wait, one thing,
Ah.
guys, share with us your ratings, your grades. Thanks, guys, for like staying. Like, it's gonna be 2 hours. We are back. We always we will make sure it's your time is worth it, lah. We definitely have your value for time.
Yeah.
by
I
talking about the
agree.
show.
I agree that the Rumble did a great job paving the way to WrestleMania.
Yep.
And it's even making Elimination Chamber. Like, Elimination Chamber used to be a B show.
Yeah.
Now it's actually very much an important stop in the road to WrestleMania because now you have your second contender.
Yeah, I'm a bit bittersweet feeling because I was there last year, so I now that I can watch it from afar, probably I can appreciate it from a different perspective. I realized one thing, right? If you watch a pay-per-view or you watch a show live there in person, you don't really rewatch it again, because for me I never watched the entire Elimination Chamber once through last year anymore.
Oh, is it?
After I went
because
to
you
event.
experienced it already.
Correct. So after you experience it, it takes so much out of you. I don't know whether Div you agree with this. So like this road to WrestleMania is gonna be super interesting. A lot of twists, and don't forget there's gonna be Netflix, right?
Yeah.
So it's been so accessible, and I know Div brought up a very great point. Is it too much of a good thing, bro?
Well, and okay, so you bring up too much, and I'm glad you brought that up because do you see the number of other projects that they've announced? Stephanie has a show now on A&E. Then there's an LFG show.
ESPN.
Is it on ESPN?
ESPN
Okay.
places, yeah.
Then what? LFG is on what?
What's LFG?
Legends and Future Generations or something like that. It's like the new NXT. It's like the new Tough Enough.
Oh, yeah,
So you have Bubba Ray, you have Booker T, you have Mickey James and somebody else as mentors, mentoring like a bunch of young up and coming wrestlers.
I'm not aware of this.
I believe it's like a reality based show.
Oh, I see. evolve. Tovakin just.
I mean, to be fair, Evolve is just level up lah, with new branding. That's all.
Yeah. And then now people are paying attention to TNA.
Yeah.
So like, while you might not watch the whole show once through, but like highlights from TNA will probably keep in mind.
Okay, I will say this, having watched Genesis, right? TNA just has more buzz because I see a lot of the same issues in terms of their wrestling that AEW has.
I see.
It's just that they have more buzz because they book slightly better. But their wrestling style is like
Very much like an indie.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's still like
Yeah. So again, like to me, the accessibility of wrestling makes me more curated in how I watch
Yes.
my wrestling. Does it make sense?
No, yeah, it's 100% makes sense. Like right now, right, in the past couple of months, I have felt zero urge to watch AEW because I already have so much good stuff. Why would I want to watch the B, like, and you might get angry at me for saying this, why would I even want to watch the C stuff like AEW? And it's both a perception thing and a expectation thing.
Yeah.
When I tune in to AEW, I expect shit not to pay off. I expect to have my intelligence insulted. So if I don't have time, I'm not going to watch it. Why bother?
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like having Netflix right now with all the WWE content makes me pick and choose when I want to watch. Like last time, because it was not accessible, right? I sort it out, right?
Yeah.
But now I can like
As in when?
I don't have to watch it on Tuesday morning.
Yep.
I can watch it like the next day, 3 days later.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like, does it take away the live element? I don't know, because Netflix has historically been a binge and on-demand service, right? Maybe the PLEs will be like today, right? All of us woke up to watch the PLE, but we might not wake up for Saturday night's main event.
But yeah, Saturday night's main event is on NBC, so we can't watch it on Netflix.
But it's on YouTube.
Yeah,
live stream. So like I guess we will pick and choose what's important.
We will pick and choose it if they've done a good job selling promoting the event, selling the story.
Yeah.
You know, if there's something for me to watch.
Jason said, Mr. Young, okay, promise last AEW.
Meanwhile, 5 AEW. It's not even an insult. It's just I'm actually sad. I'm sad because there's so many really good talents there getting wasted.
Okay, let's not go down that road. Okay, Jason say 8.5 out of 10 because like all 4 matches includes winners. Okay. Somebody else said something else. Div say 8 out of 10. If did his job, I don't know if the rumbles were memorable. Div, I've been waking up and I'm exhausted. Okay, Div, after this, please take an afternoon
Take a
nap.
rest.
You deserve it.
You deserve it. I think that it was, and I think that WWE need to be careful.
Yeah.
Right? Be careful of not over relying on the nostalgia thing that
Yeah.
Marvel has done extensively.
Yeah.
You cannot have a No Way Home. You cannot have a Deadpool versus Wolverine where
All
you
the time.
spam like guest characters all the time.
Yeah, so right now I agree with you that WWE is focusing more on their current characters. They're trying to build their
Yes.
current characters to be legends, which is great, right? They just need to stay the lane of not trying to overcomplicate things.
Yeah. Right now, they're striking a great balance of both. It's like, you know, you have your returning legends creating those great memorable moments, but they are also giving the rub to the young and up and coming talents that you want to be the linchpin of your promotion.
Tovakin says 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Lysander Play says 8.5 out of 10. So like a lot of good positive
Oh yeah,
grades.
I think so. I would personally give it 8.5. Lyra Valkyria gives it an extra 0.5, so 8.55.
Ooh, okay. Alexa Bliss gives me 8. So okay, I think it's a good start to the year for pay-per-view or PLE. Excited for the Raw WrestleMania. You know why? Because it's unpredictable.
Yes.
Very unpredictable right now.
Can we also say one more thing about Raw on Netflix?
Yeah.
How it's actually, I felt it. It's become more unpredictable because there's no 3-hour hard mark or 2-hour hard mark. It can be 2.5 hours. It can be 2 hours. It can be 3 hours. It can be 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
Like when I'm watching the main event of Raw, sometimes
You know when to time it, right?
Yeah, but now it's like, is it gonna end or not? They could add an extra like posting happening or not. So I think that's actually like it's a slight change, but I actually find it adds more to the unpredictability of Raw.
Because last time when you look at 9 o'clock hours, like okay, someone big is gonna come out.
Correct.
There's gonna be okay, 10 more minutes until the end of the show. They can't have a swerve at this point in time.
Right. There's not enough time. But now they can go over, they can go under. You don't know. You never know.
I agree. Tovakin says, stop inviting streamers, yo. Yeah, I hope they...
No, okay, look. To me, I'm fine with the fact that they had one guy only speed. What? Logan Paul is a wrestler already.
Kai Cenat counts?
He was just in the crowd.
Okay, he's a Twitch streamer
And he is the biggest. Kai Cenat, I believe, has the largest following right now.
even bigger than Speed.
Yes. I believe Kai is number 1.
But
Speed
Kai-
number 2.
But Kai doesn't do crazy shit. That's why he's he's at the sideline.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, if you want to invite the Gen Z and below.
If you want to invite streamers, invite Kick to the Guy.
Yes. If they come Singapore, please do.
What
please
comes in? Invite us to WrestleMania.
Hey bro, with the tickets, I cannot pay your own.
I know. Somebody asked me, are you going? I'm like, bro. And they keep, it's the funniest thing. They boast about the highest grossing gate. So what you're saying is people are paying more money than ever to see your show.
If I cheer for that, right, I'm an idiot.
Well, they got arena full of idiots.
Yeah,
Because they cheer for that highest grossing gate. I'm like, I don't think the stadium got bigger. They just charge more.
Yeah, bro. It's inflation, bro. You're just a victim of inflation. Yes, I will go to a WWE show if there's Vanessa Hudgens sitting beside me for sure. I was like, you're soaring, flying. Hey, you wanna know what's the crazy WWE / High School Musical crossover, bro?
What?
We got Vanessa Hudgens, a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
We got Zac Efron acting as a wrestler.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin Von Erich, right? I think that's all. That's the only thing I wanted to. That's the only point I wanted to make.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. It's so cool. Yeah, bro. First episode in the books, bro.
I know.
Season 8.
Welcome back, everybody.
Thanks, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. I know you guys missed us. If you didn't miss us, too bad we're back. You gotta deal with us again.
Did he just heel turn on us?
Okay, it's not just WWE, right? You know, we are gonna pay attention to local wrestling as always. We wanna support our local wrestlers with the Singapore Wrestler Top 20, the return for 2025. Last year we had the Butcher Man as the top wrestler. Can he retain his crown?
Woo!
Will there be new entrants to the list?
Oh, yeah.
We have people like DJ Cal from Grapple Max making his return.
Hey, bro, we had Aiden Rex turn heel at the end of the year.
Bro, he was like, I gotta go up the list, man. I gotta turn heel,
Yeah,
man.
he might be the guy next year. We'll see.
Yeah, so of course we will share our grades and ratings for January's shows, whether it's Grapple Max, Ring of Rebirth, and SPW. So if you're curious, join us on Patreon. If you do not want to join us as a regular member, you can actually purchase our ratings. So we are selling the articles. I think it's like about $4 kind of thing. It supports the podcast, but you guys get to read up all about our analysis. Shout out to people like Div, people like Prabhu, you guys as well for helping to craft all the ratings. So look out for it over the weekend. And we will officially launch and put it out on social media, the return of the Singapore Wrestler Top 20. And all you Grapple Max, SPW, Ring of Rebirth wrestlers, I hope you guys put on great shows because we will be there. We'll be checking it out. We'll try our best to be there. And we will cover it and put it as part of our greetings.
Absolutely. Everybody, follow us on our social media platforms if you haven't already. We're going to put out way more content this year. TikTok, Instagram. Get ready for more hot takes as well.
Yeah. We are trying a different format this season. I know you guys enjoy coming here week on week, hearing us. We try to go live as regularly as possible. But I think this year we really want to focus on short form media, Mr. Young.
Yep.
I know you guys enjoy our I don't know how many people enjoy our 2.5 hour rambling sessions.
Hey, we cut down a lot today, okay? Because our tensions have been
Yeah, it's gonna be 2 hours still,
but it's still,
we did cut down. But we're gonna make it a point to populate our social media with more short form content, whether it's like clips from our live streams like this ones, or our own like hot takes and things like that. So if you guys are on our Discord or on our Patreon, feel free to suggest topics and things we can talk about. Whether it's like a 1-minute video, stuff like that, we'll definitely do it, and we'll try to build up our social media presence there as well.
Absolutely. Get ready for more AEW slander. Bro, I can't slander AEW if I don't watch AEW.
Yes, Alfred, we have TikTok. Yes, we have TikTok, we have YouTube Shorts. We have just not been using it or utilizing it to our fullest potential.
Bro, AI. Get AI to edit all our shit.
Yeah. Speaking of AI, different asking what is up with our thumbnail today.
What thumbnail?
Our YouTube thumbnail with the AI graphics.
Why not? We're trying out new things, okay? Leveraging on AI technology. Let's go.
You've been using DeepSeek, bro, for that image.
No. Hello, DeepSeek doesn't generate images.
Or is it? Okay,
No.
I don't know. But yeah, if you guys have any other feedback on what kind of content you guys want to see on our end, let us know. And the best way to support us is to become a Patreon member.
Absolutely.
Right.
In the meantime, though, thank you so much for hanging out. Check out our Discord. Of course, if you are not already following us on Discord, we'll update you every time we come on live or we put out a recorded video. It'll be there lah.
Yeah.
All information is there.
Tovakin says more NXT.
Ooh.
We shall. I think now it's very accessible. We shall.
I think he only watched for Julia lah.
Yeah
This
lah.
fella confirm Julia.
Only Julia. Not
Julia.
even Vecker.
Oh, not bad.
Well, we shall try. Okay, so the next time you guys will see us on a live stream will actually be Elimination Chamber.
Ooh.
All the preceding episodes we will pre-record it, but we will make sure we'll cover as much of the wrestling news as possible. But still join us every week. And comment and keep the live chats lively for all of us. Okay.
Absolutely. But as always, season 8, episode 1 in the books. It's, even though it says foreign, Mr. Young.
And it's for in the building. Take care.